Go big, green, green. Go big, green. In the Ruffer village we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condit's fire we can't be denied. Every Ruffer plays with fearless pride. Go big, green. Go big, green. Go big, green. O-L-O-U-G-E-G-R-S. Condit's crew, we're the best. Village strong, proud and mean. Ruffers forever, go big, green. There is only one Ruffers. Forever proud, forever true. There is nothing tougher than a Ruffer dog, and the village will carry us through. Go big, green. Go big, green. Ruffer village. Half a dog. Ruffers on the field. Ruffer dog. Where's the home of Ruffer pride? Ruffer village. Clear and white, we stand as one. Muskogee strong till the game is won. Friday night lights, the crowd ignites. The village roars, the future's bright. Coach Condit leads, we answer the call. The Ruffer dogs will give their all. There is only one Ruffers, the name that will never fall. There is nothing tougher than a Ruffer dog. We will rise above them all. Go big, green. In the Ruffer village we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condit's fire we can't be denied. Every Ruffer plays with fearless pride. There is only one Ruffers, the name that will never fall. There is nothing tougher than a Ruffer dog. We will rise above them all. Go big, green. In the Ruffer village we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condit's fire we can't be denied. Every Ruffer plays with fearless pride. There is only one Ruffers, the name that will never fall. There is nothing tougher than a Ruffer dog. We will rise above them all. Go big, green. In the Ruffer village we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condit's fire we can't be denied. Every Ruffer plays with fearless pride. Go big, green. 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 There is only one Ruffers, forever proud, forever true. There is nothing tougher than a Ruffer dog, and the village will carry us through. Go big, green. Go big, green. Ruffer village. In the Ruffer village we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condit's fire we can't be denied. Every Ruffer plays with fearless pride.
Yo, where we at?
Ruffer village, who runs the field? Ruffer.
Ruffer village, hands up, Ruffer dog. Ruffer dog.
Where's the home of Ruffer pride? Ruffer village.
Fight to stand as one. Muskogee strong till the game is won.
Friday night lights, the crowd ignites. The village roars, the future's bright. Coach Condit leads, we answer the call. The Ruffer dogs will give their all. Friday night lights, the crowd ignites. The village roars, the future's bright. Coach Condit leads, we answer the call. The Ruffer dogs will give their all. There is only one Ruffers, the name that will never fall. There is nothing tougher than a Ruffer dog. We will rise above them all. Go big, green. In the Ruffer village we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condit's fire we can't be denied. Every Ruffer plays with fearless pride. There is only one Ruffers, the name that will never fall. There is nothing tougher than a Ruffer dog. We will rise above them all. Go big, green. In the Ruffer village we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condit's fire we can't be denied. Every Ruffer plays with fearless pride. There is only one Ruffers, the name that will
F-U-T-H-E-R-S. Condit's crew, we're the best. Village strong, proud and mean. Ruffers forever, go big green. Final U-G-H-E-R-S. Condit's crew, we're the best. Village true, proud and mean. Ruffers forever, go big green. Final U. The toughest on the field, Ruffer dog. Where's the home of Ruffer pride? Ruffer Village, green and white, we stand as one. Muskogee strong till the game is won. Friday night lights, the crowd ignites, the village roars, the future's bright. Coach Condit leads with answer the call. The Ruffer dogs will give their all. There is only one Ruffers, the name that will never fall. There is nothing tougher than a Ruffer dog. We will rise above them all. Go big green. In the Ruffer Village, we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condit's fire, we can't be denied. Every Ruffer plays with fearless pride. There is only one Ruffers, the name that will never fall. There is nothing tougher than a Ruffer dog. We will rise above them all. The big green. In the Ruffer Village, we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condit's fire, we can't be denied. Every Ruffer plays with fearless pride. There is only one Ruffers, the name that will never fall. There is nothing tougher than a Ruffer dog. We will rise above them all. O-U-G-H-E-R-S. Condit's crew, we're the best. Village strong, proud and mean. Ruffers forever, go big green. Go big green. There is only one Ruffers, forever proud, forever true. There is nothing tougher than a Ruffer dog. In the village will carry us through. Go big green. The big green. Yo, where we at? Ruffer Village. Who runs the field? Ruffer. Ruffer Village. Where's the home of Ruffer pride? Ruffer Village. Green and white, we stand as one. Muskogee strong till the game is won. Friday night lights, the crowd ignites, the village roars, the future's bright. Coach Condit leads, we answer the call. The Ruffer dogs will give their all. There is only one Ruffers, the name that will never fall. There is nothing tougher than a Ruffer dog who will rise above them all. Go big green. Go big green. In the Ruffer Village, we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condit's fire, we can't be denied. Every Ruffer plays with fearless pride. There is only one Ruffers, the name that will never fall. There is nothing tougher than a Ruffer dog who will rise above them all. Go big green. In the Ruffer Village, we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condit's fire, we can't be denied. Every Ruffer plays with fearless pride. There is only one Ruffers, the name that will never fall. There is nothing tougher than a Ruffer dog. We will rise above them all. Go big green, green. Go big green. In the Ruffer Village, we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condit's fire, we can't be denied. Every Ruffer plays with fearless pride. Go big green. Go big green. Go big green. O-L-O-U-G-H-E-R-S. Condit's crew, we're the best. Village strong, proud and mean. Ruffers forever, go big green. There is only one Ruffers, forever proud, forever true. There is nothing tougher than a Ruffer dog, and the village will carry us through. Go big green. Go big green.
Homecoming has a different meaning tonight here at Ruffer Village with Monday's official dedication of the mile-long strip known as Ruffer Road leading to tonight's encounter here against the Putnam City West Patriots. Hi, everybody. Bill Huddleston along with Nick Hampton. And, Nick, for the Muskogee Ruffers, homecoming is kind of exactly what it says, because we're midway through the season in tonight's fifth game of the year, and this is only the second time the Ruffers have been in front of the home crowd.
Well, it'll be nice to be back in Ruffer Village tonight, and the Ruffers certainly looking forward to it. Got the big win against Ponca City to get district play started last week. Tonight's game should be a game where lots of players get to play for the Ruffers. The Patriots are a team that has changed coaches. They're kind of struggling on offense and still trying to kind of find their way this football season. So the Ruffers should be able to play a lot of players and have a good confidence-building game tonight.
Ricky Bell, who a year ago was the defensive coordinator at Putnam City North, where he was there the last 3 seasons, taking the head job, the Guthrie alum, played college ball at the University of Central Oklahoma, but is trying to change the culture, and it feels like he's got it going the right way, although through the first 4 ball games it's still winless for the Patriots. Ruffers getting that first win for Dale Condit last Friday night. One of the guys that was instrumental in that victory was the gentleman who will wear number 10. He's the quarterback, Cason Delgado. He'll be our guest when we continue with our pregame countdown to kickoff. That after this timeout on Ruffer Football in 2025.
In times of need, it's comforting to see faces of people you know and trust. Cornerstone Funeral Home in Muskogee cherishes the opportunity to be there for you and your family in life's most challenging times when friends are most important. Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory welcomes the opportunity to answer any questions regarding planning and pre-arrangements for you and your loved ones. Experience the difference. Cornerstone Funeral Home, 1830 North York in Muskogee, where you'll find faces you know and reputations you trust.
Folks, Kyle Edwards, GMC in Muskogee. I was born and raised in Muskogee. Our family has owned the GMC dealership for over 50 years. We take great pride in being in the Muskogee community. Things have changed over the years, but one thing remains the same, our desire to take care of our customers. Looking for a new GMC truck or SUV? We've got them, and you have our commitment to give you the best buying experience around. From sales, parts, or service, we are here for you. You have my promise to give you the best selection, best price, and the most for your trade-in at 1600 North Main in Muskogee or KyleEdwardsGMC.com.
In times of need, it's comforting to see faces of people you know and trust. Cornerstone Funeral Home in Muskogee cherishes the opportunity to be there for you and your family in life's most challenging times when friends are most important. Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory welcomes the opportunity to answer any questions regarding planning and pre-arrangements for you and your loved ones. Experience the difference. Cornerstone Funeral Home, 1830 North York in Muskogee, where you'll find faces you know and reputations you trust.
Countdown to kickoff on this Friday night from Ruffer Village. We're going to go inside the locker room, give you a chance to meet another one of the Ruffers. He wears the jersey number 10. He gets a lot of eyes his direction because he is the starting quarterback for the Muskogee Ruffers, Cason Delgado. First of all, Cason, congratulations on a good performance last Friday night in the win at Ponca City. How were the nerves last Friday night compared to that first game of the year?
To be honest, I had no nerves going into that game. How we prepared for the first 2 weeks going into it, I mean, everything was just perfect. I mean, everything was on time. Everything was just all put together, and that's all I'd have to say about that.
Now, how was the confidence level? I mean, you talked about just being ready to go, but how much more did the game slow down to you after the game got going last Friday night against Ponca City? Because you got into a rhythm. You had a little stumble right there at the very first, but you erased that and made everybody forget about it, except maybe for the coaches.
Yes, sir. I mean, I just had to get in a rhythm, get going, and that's just how we started off with that. I could tell how we came into that game. There was a lot of confidence and everything like that. I mean, we just got it rolling. Started off great with the kick return and just rolling from there.
Casey, last Friday night, you were able to kind of combine your different passing routes. You were able to find the quick outs to Junior. You could find the pass across the middle for the tight end, but then you could also lay it in the breadbasket on the deep routes. How much is that ability to be able to kind of go through a progression and find what works best? How does that all work for you? Tell me about that decision-making process.
It's great. I mean, I just read coverages, all that, go through where, see the pockets that are open, find leverage, everything like that. That's just how I make those throws.
Now, in studying game film for opponents like Putnam City West or anybody else for that matter, what are you looking for when you look at on the tablet and watch the opposing D?
What we're going in to do? I mean, again, I like to start letting it fly more, just throwing it deep.
Now, you were also, though, running the football with some confidence. Talk to me about how you revved up the motor there.
Yes, sir. I love running the ball anytime I get a chance. Get to show off the speed I really do have. A lot of people think I don't really got the speed, but I really do. And it's just always good to showcase that.
Earlier this week in a newspaper article, you mentioned it was your brother, your younger brother, Cruz, that got you into the game of playing football. Now, years later, you've had that experience to go along with his. How do you guys compete against each other? Because at times he's out there on the defensive side in practice.
Yes, sir. It's a very competitive household. I mean, he's obviously the one that brought me into football and everything like that, but now him being on the opposite side of me at quarterback and him at DB, I mean, it's definitely a lot of hostility, I'd say. It's a lot of back and forth, even on the field or even at home. We argue about it when we get home, too. That's all I have to say about that.
How do you deal with knowing everybody in the stands is watching you? I mean, offensive linemen sometimes will get overlooked. A receiver sometimes might get overlooked, or somebody that's not always involved in the action. But the quarterback, he's involved on every offensive play. How do you deal with knowing that everybody in the stands is watching and sometimes even second-guessing?
Yes, sir. I think I take it in a positive way. I don't think I take it in a negative way where it, really overcomes me. But I would say there is pressure with that. I mean, everybody's all eyes on you. And so, I mean, I think I like it. I mean, I really get to start it all off, and then that's just how it goes. Whatever I do, however I do it, really projects how everybody in the stands feels about it.
Pressure's the privilege, though, right?
Yes,
Now, also last week, for the first time this season on the sideline, Mason Fine moving the press box down to the field. How much did that help you in your readiness for the next offensive series?
I actually really liked him being down there with me. It's a lot better to talk face to face instead of a headset, I'd say. I mean, we really get to talk concepts face to face, see what we're seeing, and having him down there as a hype man too after a good play. I mean, it's always good to have something like that. So I really like him down there with me.
Casey Delgado with some pregame thoughts prior to tonight's homecoming encounter against Putnam City West. We'll be back to hear from the head coach of the Muskogee Ruffers, Dale Condit, after this time out on Ruffer Football 2025.
In sports, having the right winning strategy is often the difference between winning and losing. The same is true when you need legal representation. For more than 15 years, the law offices of Michael A. Finnerty have successfully provided the winning strategy with excellence and integrity for the people of the Muskogee area in matters of personal injury, social security disability, and workers' compensation issues. The law office, Muskogee trusts Michael A. Finnerty, ready to develop a winning strategy. Michael A. Finnerty, 436 Court Street in Muskogee. Call 687-1155. Online at finnertylaw.com.
Runt's Barbecue serves up hand-rubbed, slow-cooked goodness. Anytime you're feeding a few hundred, hey, we're just tailgating with friends. Call the experts. Runt's Barbecue. Ribs, brisket, burnt ends, mouth-watering hot link, and smoked chicken, where everything is made from scratch, from the barbecue sauce to the banana pudding. Give us a try, and you won't be disappointed. Runt's Barbecue, 918-681-3900. Runt's Barbecue, slow-cooked goodness in Muskogee.
Countdown to kickoff tonight here at Ruffer Village. It is homecoming, and we'll bring in the head coach of the Muskogee Ruffers, Dale Condit. Did you get your tux on today?
Yeah. It's there's a lot of things that could be distracting about the game tonight, but hopefully, we're prepared. We've practiced well all week. We're ready to ride the momentum and continue to build on what we've started last week.
Solid performance last week in all facets of the game. Now you come home to take on Putnam City West. What do you carry over from last week's game that can continue to provide winning strategies?
Well, I think first of all is the offensive continuity started to look like we had practiced a few times. So, you definitely want to continue to build off what we started on the offensive side of the ball. We've had some flashes on defense and in special teams, and of course we saw the big kick returned by Keanu James last week. And we want to have one of those big explosive plays every game. So we hopefully we can continue that. And then defensively, I think we knew going into the season that we have the bodies that we need out there to be a really good defense, a top level defense, and the run defense we showed last week, which was the main thing we were focused on against Ponca City. They really showed up, held them to only 82 yards rushing, which was I thought a great effort. And so hopefully they'll continue to figure out things as well.
You've made big steps week by week. I mean, you can look at the schedule, the first 3 games, and you could say, yeah, it's 0-3, but you look at the results of those teams, and you kind of realize that, hey, maybe we're just a lot better than what we thought we were. Now, you're into the district play. Every game is just as important. Last week was important against Ponca City, but the PC West matchup is equally as important, if for no other reason. It's home.
Well, it's a home game. We're going to have I'm sure we'll have a big crowd. A homecoming crowd is always one of the better crowds you're going to have on the season, and you just don't want to lose any of the momentum that you started to build up last week. Because we've got we got a few games here that we feel like we can continue to build momentum up until the real big games in the playoff season. So, we definitely want to continue the trend. We want to come out full of energy. That's why I told our guys there'll be guys show up tonight that won't be at any other game. This is the one game they're going to show up to, and this is the snapshot they're going to get of the 25 Ruffers.
We'll take a timeout. When we come back, it'll be time to talk offensive game plan with Mason Fine. The offense was just fine last week in the win at Ponca City. See what Mason's dialed up for tonight against the Patriots of PC West when we continue our countdown to kickoff tonight from Ruffer Village on Ruffer Football 2025.
Pioneer Abstract, proudly serving residential and commercial customers throughout Muskogee County since 1905. Serving banks, mortgage companies, and mortgage brokers with refinancing, purchase, 1031 tax-deferred exchanges, along with full escrow services and more. Pioneer Abstract offers the convenience of centralized services for escrow accounts, title insurance, and title searches. Pioneer Abstract, here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow at 412 West Broadway in downtown Muskogee, or call Pioneer Abstract at 683-2904.
Green Country has never been more connected. This summer, get up to 4 phones on us. Choose from the newest Apple and Samsung devices. Plus, you can save big with our unlimited talk, text, and data plans. Visit us today in-store or online at bravadowireless.com.
Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
At J. Hodge Chevrolet in Muskogee. Shop Silverados, Trailblazers, Colorados, and more. More new Chevys and top dollar for trade-in. 144 West Shawnee.
Back with more of our countdown to kickoff here on Ruffer Football 2025. We bring in the offensive coordinator, Mason Fine, who had to be all smiles after last Friday night's performance at Ponca City.
Yeah, I think, we started the game, fast with a drive, but then you had the pick, but then we got in a rhythm and got going. What I loved most about our guys is the urgency that we had and the energy that they brought from the locker room out onto the field, especially after a long bus ride like that. You don't want to come out flat. And so I was proud of our guys coming out there, execution, focus seemed to be there, and they just did their job.
Without question, it's the best offensive performance of the first 4 ball games. A solid effort at quarterback. Case and Delgado seemed to be, for the most part, poised and collected and taking care of his business. And then you made some changes up front in the offensive line that worked to success.
Yeah, I'm always going to be real tough on the quarterback. So Kaysen did a lot of good things well. Yeah, made some pretty good throws here and there. His reads, he got in a flow, but then also there was a couple of mistakes that we can't have from the quarterback position, and Kaysen knows that. And so I'm going to continue to coach him hard just because I see the potential in him, and I'm not going to let up, and I expect him to get better every week. Knowing the offense, commanding the offense, and also, starting to understand defenses more and where to exploit, and hopefully get on the same page closer and closer as we continue to work. And then up front, we were able to run the ball well, and that comes from everybody. People just think it's the O-line. It's not the O-line. It's O-line, tight ends, receivers blocking downfield, our running backs seeing the hole, hitting it. I think everyone just kind of took a step forward. And, it helps too with kind of maybe the level of competition. Not saying Ponca City was not a good team; they were a great team. It's just a little bit different caliber than the last 2 teams that we saw before that, and kind of gave our guys confidence going into the game. Really starting off our run game right, and they continue to build off of it and just did their job. Now there's still a lot of lack of execution, and you can see that in our position grades where we're nowhere near where we want to be or where we can be. So the sky's the limit for this group, and I'm excited to watch them continue to improve.
Not only did you make personnel changes, you made position changes because you came from the booth to the playing field, and it felt like that worked to a real benefit.
Yeah, so where I've been, I played quarterback the whole time on the field. When I was at Salina last year, I was on the field. When I was at Pawhuska back in 2020, I was on the field. And so I think I have a good flow when I'm out there on the field. And I think it was, and I talked to Coach Condit about it. I think it's important for me to have a voice right by the quarterback, pull the quarterback over, show him the film, show him exactly why I'm calling the plays, why I'm calling it, what plays I may be thinking about the next drive. So maybe we can talk about our footwork, our eyes. And there's a couple of times where that worked out to beautiful. threw that little pump to Avon in the corner, it was cool to see things work like that because we saw it on film. Me and Coach Norm at halftime, we made the adjustment to the guys at halftime, told them, hey, we're thinking about calling this the next time we get down here on the right hash inside the 25. And so you're able to work with Kaysen right on the sideline before he called about our footwork and where our eyes need to be, and he goes out there and execute. I think, it's better to have that face-to-face relationship, connection with them so I can see kind of what he's thinking, how he's feeling about the game than, over the headset.
Let's talk now about the opponent, Putnam City West. What will they try to do to the Ruffers defensively to disrupt that success, and what can you do to exploit opportunities?
Yeah, I think schematically, they've shown on film from the last two games either an odd, a 3-4 to an odd stack. So we don't quite know if we're going to get a 3-4 or an odd stack. So we've kind of been preparing and practicing for each look up front. I think the O-line's done a great job at listening to Coach Dvorak and getting better at their technique and details. And I think we should be prepared for whatever front we see, whether that's in the run game and at our pass pro. And, at the receivers, those guys are playing fast, they're playing free, they're not thinking. We didn't have a whole lot of drop balls, and that shows that, hey, they're just going out there playing free. So we didn't put a whole lot into the game plan. We just kind of a few little wrinkles here at a couple of different formations, knowing what coverage we're going to get and a couple of different matchups. But we just got to come out here and focus on ourselves and go out there and execute, and again, bring the energy, control what we can control, and that's kind of been the whole message since this last month. Is control the things that we can control as an offense, and if we do our job, then no one should be able to stop us. It's only when we shoot ourselves in the foot that we get stopped.
Mason fine with some offensive game plan. We'll talk with Travis Bryant about how the Ruffers will look to post a 0 tonight against the visiting Patriots of Putnam City West. That when our countdown to kickoff continues after this timeout on Ruffer Football 2025.
At J. Hodge Chevrolet in Muskogee. Shop Silverados, Trailblazers, Colorados, and more. More new Chevys and top dollar for trade-in. 144 West Shawnee.
Green Country has never been more connected. This summer, get up to 4 phones on us. Choose from the newest Apple and Samsung devices. Plus, you can save big with our unlimited talk, text, and data plans. Visit us today in-store or online at bravadowireless.com.
Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
This land was a tapestry of Indian nations and tiny towns that grew into great cities. Bank First is loyal to the shared mission of growth and success that built Oklahoma. That's why in more than 50 communities statewide, our banks are run by local leaders who stick together and work hard to continue unlocking Oklahoma's great promise. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Countdown to kickoff on this homecoming Friday night at Ruffer Village. Bill Huddleston back in the locker room with defensive coordinator Travis Bryant. Last week, you shuffled the deck a little bit with an extra man up on the front line. This week, back to the conventional 3-4?
Yeah, last week with Ponca and their style of offense and unbalanced and what they did, so we had to change some things and just give them a different look. But this week we'll go back to our base 3-4. I mean, it's basically going against 10 personnel, 4 wideouts, so it'll be our conventional 3-4.
How do you match up, or how do you hurry up the offense of Putnam City West because of the 4 wideouts? Does that give you a better chance to get into the quarterback in a hurry?
This week we're really just focused on us getting better, making sure we're lined up, making sure we're playing great effort, making sure we got our eyes right in a good stance. So I think if we do those things, we match up pretty well against them.
There were some times last week that receivers would come open, and when it did, it came open for big yardage. I don't know if that was because of a missed assignment or what, but obviously here tonight you're going to have everybody with their head looking the right way.
Yeah, last week it was a completely different approach because we really sold out to stop the run, and we did that, so we give up a few plays in the passing game. But, this week I think front to back we should play really solid defense and hold them down.
Is there a particular key to doing that?
This week I think it's just about effort. We got to get our energy going. It's homecoming. Make sure there's no distractions, just playing hard.
Travis Bryant with some pregame thoughts and tonight's defensive game plan. Back with Dale Condit and the winning strategy, brought to you by Michael A. Finnerty, attorney at law. That after this timeout on Ruffer Football 2025.
Have you been injured as the result of a car accident? Has your family been impacted by the death of a loved one caused by someone else's negligence? Whatever you're dealing with, you don't have to face it alone. At 222 Injury Lawyers, our dedicated personal injury attorneys are here to fight for the justice and compensation you deserve. Call 918-528-0222.
Proudly serving the elderly of the Muskogee community, Broadway Care Rehabilitation Center is a skilled nursing facility empowering better living through long-term care as well as many other respite care options. And coming soon to Broadway, the Memory Care Unit. At Broadway Care Rehabilitation, the amazing therapy department can help you or your loved one get back on their feet. Contracted with most major insurances, follow them on Facebook and see many of the enriching activities offered to the residents. Broadway Care Rehabilitation Center, proud to support the Muskogee Ruffers. Back at Ruffer Village, moments before the Ruffers take the field tonight for homecoming celebration against the Patriots of Putnam City West. Dale, it's a ball club in the Patriots that has had trouble finding ways to win. But that's a ball club that sometimes successful programs might overlook. How do you avoid that?
Well, what we told our guys is right now we need to be very focused in on ourselves. And, you can't come out and even if you win, look bad and feel like you kind of lose ground a little bit. We want to look sharp. We want to execute offensively, play really fast on defense, and then make some big plays in special teams. They do have a couple of elite athletes, one of them with a great name, Obama Bell. He's an excellent athlete. So, it doesn't matter who you're playing. This time of year, it's district play. You want to win, and if you're greedy, you want to get your 15 points just in case there's any kind of tie situation, so that'll be the goal tonight.
Is there a particular key that if you feel like hits on all 8 cylinders, it gives the Ruffers an overwhelming advantage?
We just don't turn the ball over. When we don't turn the ball over, we're going to be just fine. And that's, of course, we can say that in a lot of cases, but when you're a favorite like we are tonight, and really just take care of the football, and the rest will take care of itself.
Dale Condit with tonight's winning strategy, brought to you by the law offices of Michael A. Finnerty, attorney at law. Back with health of the Ruffers, who can and who will not play tonight for Muskogee. That after this time out on Ruffer football in 2025.
The world of education is driven by numbers. So is the one company more schools and universities call on when fire or water damage strikes. 1-800-SERVPRO. The #1 choice in commercial cleanup and restoration.
When it matters most. The name to remember? ServPro of Muskogee. 918-913-4490. Online at servpro.com.
There's never been a better time to find a great deal on a sedan, truck, or crossover at Nissan of Muskogee. Call 918-683-6605 or go to nissanofmuskogee.com. There's never been a better time to find a great deal on a sedan, truck, or crossover at Nissan of Muskogee. Call 918-683-6605 or go to nissanofmuskogee.com.
Back at Ruffer Village on this Friday night, Homecoming 2025, and it is a homecoming for our guest in this segment, Justin Laird. Welcome back to the Friday night coverage of Ruffer football.
Well, it's good to be back. Good to be back at Ruffer Village, ready for homecoming and finish out the season.
It's also nice to have a good health report for yourself. Let's talk a little bit about your duties during the week in addition to football, because I know you have a sports medicine class. Talk a little bit about what all's involved inside that classroom.
It's basically kids learn about sports medicine. We get potential student trainers out of there. We've got 3 from last year that were in my class. A lot of them learn about the different types of injuries, how to treat the injuries, and what goes on the sidelines, and what goes on in the medical field as far as sports medicine is concerned.
Now, that's not just a computer screen and a textbook. That's hands-on learning.
Oh, absolutely. We're hands-on learning. They learn how to tape hands, wrists, ankles, do a lot of hands-on stuff as far as creativity. We let them make a helmet or make a headgear to protect the head in whatever sport it may be. Their year-long project is they got to design a shoe to help protect the foot, tell how it protects the foot, what it's made out of, and what sport it is. So they like, the different projects we do.
Justin Laird, I'll get it out right. Justin Laird, head athletic trainer, joining us in this first segment of Health of the Ruffers, brought to you by Excel Physical Therapy. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and ask Justin about this week's Health of the Ruffers, who can, who can't go for Muskogee in the homecoming night matchup against Putnam City West. But first, this time out on Ruffer Football 2025.
Pain is temporary.
pride is forever. At Excel Therapy, we want to be your athlete's advocate for excellence. We offer treatment methods that focus on strengthening muscles and improving flexibility to improve your overall performance. And when injury sets in, Excel Therapy can aid in the recovery process. We know it's important to get back in the game, so trust the comeback experts, Excel Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. With 16 locations and no physician referral required, you can begin healing today. Look for us online at exceltherapyok.com.
Bill Huddleston back inside the locker room with head athletic trainer Justin Laird. And Justin, I know you felt very fortunate to have a team partner like Coach Leo to be able to fill in your absence.
Oh, absolutely. Leo does a great job. His strength and conditioning program helps both he and I with the least amount of injuries because we're in pretty good shape as we go along throughout the year, midway through the year. And we only have one out, and that was from a concussion. He is now on concussion protocol. But other than that, we got a few strains, muscle strains. But other than that, we're good to go.
What do you feel like has been the real plus for that happening? Because all last year, the health report card was really good, and it continues to stay that way.
Leo's strength and conditioning program, these kids are in shape, and me working with him and him working with me, we help keep him in shape nutritionally, hydration, injury-wise. You know, we have very few injuries. We've only had, since I've been here for 4 years, one season in injury. And he still played through it and had surgery after the season. So these kids stay in good enough shape to where we don't have to worry as much on injuries because they're day-to-day, they're working out.
Justin Laird with some pregame thoughts on our Health of the Ruffers, brought to you by Excel Physical Therapy. Big fella, like I said, nice to have you back on the sideline. Hopefully you don't have to cross the sidelines to go out on the field here tonight.
Oh, absolutely. It's good to be back. I've been out, since mid-July, but ready to go and see what happens tonight.
Justin Laird and our guest in Health of the Ruffers, brought to you by Excel Physical Therapy. Back to Ruffer Village after this time out on Ruffer Football in 2025.
The Bank First tagline, Loyal to Oklahoma and You, isn't just a slogan. It's our pledge to every community we serve.
It's about donating our time, talent, and resources to develop relationships far beyond banking.
It's about investing in our local schools to provide a productive environment for the success of our students.
It's about engaging with local boards, committees, and foundations to improve the lives of our friends and neighbors.
We're loyal to the Muskogee community because it's our community too.
After all, life is about more than just balance sheets and bottom lines.
Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you. Member FDIC.
Homecoming royalty is senior Leandria Nunu Guest. He's proud to be a Ruffer because of the school spirit and engagement we have for
homecoming festivities continuing here. The pregame tonight at Ruffer Village, and Leandria Nunu guests, along with Christopher Jack Green, the hair god of Muskogee Ruffer football, being recognized as the two senior royalty designations. Congratulations to them and all the individual groups being represented here on this homecoming day celebration and a big parade downtown, Nick.
It was big, wasn't it?
It was big, and it was long enough for me to get a nice strawberry look to the top of my head because I had no hat to watch. But looking forward to an exciting night of high school football here this evening as the Muskogee Ruffers come home for the first time in district play, coming in with a win under their belts. And that, if for no other reason, came at the absolute right time.
Really did after those first three games where had to be a little bit of a depressing attitude. Got to remember the teams that they played were pretty good teams. At least
not only were they pretty good, they're real good. Both Rogers and Bentonville West rated in the top 3 in the state of Arkansas in Class 7A. So they were no patsies for sure.
And Washington's ranked in the top 10 in 5A, I believe.
Absolutely.
Here. So good teams, but nonetheless, the Ruffers lost, so they kind of had to regroup. And last week, like you said, was a real good confidence-building game for them to kind of get their feet underneath them. Tonight should be a very similar encounter against the Putnam City West Patriots.
Muskogee got the 55-29 win at Ponca City, while their opponent tonight, the Patriots of PC West, were falling for the 4th time this season, losing to cross-district rival Putnam City North 56-0. I bet that was kind of tough for head coach Ricky Bell to have to swallow. He was the defensive coordinator for the Patriots a year ago, and then now here he is as the head coach of the Patriots, and it's been a squad, Nick, that is, because of the young, because Bell was not named the head coach until mid to late June. This club had no spring ball. They had no off-season weightlifting. I mean, it was tough to go in and try to put Humpty back together again. He's doing his absolute best. But as you know, revitalizing a program to a winning way of life is not something you do overnight.
No, it takes a little bit of time, and to be hired that late, trying to get the players together, and then on top of that, they had some of their key players, a couple of their running backs that transferred out and went to other Putnam City schools, and so that left them a little bit short on talent as well.
Well, it certainly did. And for the Muskogee Ruffers, of course, it was putting things all together at the start of the season with the new head coach, Dale Condit, succeeding Travis Hill, who went up the turnpike to Broken Arrow. And Dale, of course, making his move down Highway 69 from Wagner, where he was for the last 20-plus years, and had a successful tenure there. And, you know, one of the things that I hope we can get our camera people to focus when the Ruffers get ready to come out, a great winning story. I mean, life is full of opportunities. Life is full of challenges, and life is full of disappointments. But here tonight, it's a celebration because when the Ruffers take the field tonight, a 2023 member of the state championship football team, a guy that was destined for college football at Missouri Western, Tion Brewer, in fall camp, diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. He's fought the battle, and Nick, he has won. He will be here after having rang the bell at the Cancer Center earlier this week to be free of the disease. He'll lead the Ruffers on the field here tonight.
Well, that is just a great, great story because it was so disheartening to hear about his diagnosis when we heard about it a year or so ago, and for him to battle it back and beat it is just a great, great story.
Let's talk a little bit about the visiting Patriots of Putnam City West, coming in 0-4 on the season. At 0-4 on the season, they've lost to Southeast 21-13 in the season opener. Then were shellacked by Putnam City Original 75-zip. Midwest City 38-0, and PC North 56-0. An injury to James Jansen, Nick, has forced the hand of Ricky Bell to go to another quarterback in Ajon Robinson.
Robinson had been a wide receiver up until this week. He had the most receptions on the team. Hasn't thrown the ball but a couple of times, so he's going to be kind of broken in the hard way tonight and see how he can do against this Ruffer defense, which really came to play last week, too, against Ponca City.
He's got a very athletically talented teammate, though, in Obama Bell, a 5'9", 190-pound junior, a young man that can play football at the next level, but he's also an outstanding basketball player. And Ricky Bell explained to me that Obama's one of those kids that can dunk it any way, upside down or sideways. He's got a lot of up in his get, and he will be one of the wide receivers for the Patriots here tonight. But how can Putnam City West move the football? They're going to have good protection from their offensive line up front that has been ramaged by the preceding 4 opponents.
And they have not had much of a running game up to this point as well, so they have probably less than 20 carries among the whole team in these first 4 games. So they have been a pass-oriented team, although obviously it hadn't done much good for them. So we'll see how Robinson's able to kind of cope with that. Maybe he'll bring a little more of a charm to that running game. He may be a little more of a dual threat than Jansen was.
Well, PC West won the toss, and they elected to receive, so we'll set that offensive lineup. We talked about Ajon Robinson, the 5'10", 155-pound junior. He'll get the starting nod. The running back, Emmanuel Adkins Garcia, 5'10", 190-pound junior, 24 carries on the season for just 64 yards. And then from that point, it's a package of wide receivers, whether it's Jace Lee, whether it will be Xavier Farrar, Kendall Weaver, and others, Tristan Gordon, and another young man that is expected to see some action on the offensive side would be Anthony Dupree, a 5'11", 200-pound junior. Nick, he may be one of those bullish-type ball carriers that the Patriots would like to put to work.
They need to have somebody like that that'll come in and give them a little bulk and give them a little spark in that running game. Otherwise, the Ruffers will just tee off on them and jam the box and rush.
Well, just as they did last week against Ponca City when the Ruffers went on the road, they knew they had to stop a primarily ground game-oriented offense, and they did a solid job of that, limiting the Wildcats to just 85 yards, I think, in rushing totals on the night. The defensive front was ferocious. Kyron Cope, Jack Green, and Hayden Von Holt, that 3-man crew up front. Kyron, a 6'3", 230-pound senior. They call him the Echo, sometimes, Nick, I think he echoes. And there as the Ruffers come on, you see Keon leading the Ruffers onto the field. When Coach Condit asked him if he wanted to do that, he said, well, absolutely I do. I'm once a Ruffer, always a Ruffer, and it's great to see him leading the squad on the field here tonight. But talking about that defensive front, they were ferocious last week. I know the Ruffers shifted into kind of an extra man, sometimes a 5-man front, and they did their job in slowing down the ground game. It won't be the same defensive package tonight because that's not the offense of the Patriots.
Well, I'm not sure they really know what the offense of the Patriots is going to be with Robinson now at quarterback. Well, you know, they didn't have really a chance to scout him there. This is his first game, so it's kind of up in the air, and they'll kind of have to adjust on the fly to see how he does.
One decision that had to be made right at game time was the availability of the linebacker, Koda Barnowski. He's been under concussion protocol throughout the week. The 6'2", 220-pound senior was examined late yesterday and then was to await a doctor's decision today. So we'll find out if Koda can go. If not, it'll be Cole McQueen getting the start, along with Arias Parrish and Caden Harkin. AP Arias Harris, a 5'11", 180-pound senior middle linebacker, continues to lead this squad in tackles with 36 on the season.
He's really come a long way over the last year or so. Remember calling his name. He played backup in the championship season quite a bit. Saw a little more action last year and then moved into the starting role this year and has really come on and done a great job at that linebacker spot.
Caden Harkin, a 6'2", 218-pound senior. The Sam linebacker with 19 stops, had 86 tackles a year ago. The corners tonight will be Decaden Ford and Keanu James. Trayshawn Pouncil still out of action. And then the safeties, Avon Goodland and Kenyon Goodson. And I'm sure we'll see Anthony McNack Jr. or Styler McHenry from time to time. But the Ruffers get ready to go. Muskogee's going to take the football first. Kind of got the announcement backwards a moment ago. Goodson and Nunu will be back. That's Nunu James, who a week ago, Nick, kind of lit the fuse of the firecracker that went off to a big explosion on an 85-yard kickoff return. Will the Patriots kick it deep?
Let's see. Victor Melendez is the kicker. Patriots slow to get all their guys out there on the floor, and they're in the court and the field, and we're ready.
Ruffer, you looked over at Ruffer Village and saw a court, and you started thinking about it. So here we go with the game's opening kick.
They were a little bit antsy there trying to run before the official blew the whistle. Now we're still, well, the clock's 25-second clock's running. I guess he needs to kind of get on with it.
Bill Huddleston, Nick Hampton here with you from Ruffer Village. It is homecoming 2025. There's the kick. It'll be fielded on a hop, bouncing around. Ruffer's trying to find the handle on it, and squirming around trying to get the football that time was Jonathan Adams. And Ruffer's finally able to get on top of it, and they'll start 1st and 10 from just about their own 29-yard line. That means the offense will be on the field. It'll be Cason Delgado to lead the show. A week ago, 20 of 25 through the air for 298 yards and 3 touchdowns, along with some well-timed and well-executed running plays.
Adams on that kickoff kind of thought he was going to catch it and then let it bounce and had trouble getting it, and Ruffers finally had to fall on it at the 24.
Got the idea tonight, too. The Ruffers may try to implement a little bit more of a explosive run game with Marquise Chaplin, who will line up to the left of Delgado. 1st and 10 from the 29 as we get ready for the game's first offensive snap. Ruffers up front, a little bit too zealous, and one of the offensive linemen up front moving. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Backing up to the 24.
That was about the only area of the game last week against Ponca City that was kind of a negative for the Ruffers. I think they had like 10 or 12 penalties, if I remember right, in that game.
So, again, the Ruffers will put everybody bunched in tight but one. Pitch sweep out on the side. Blockers in front. Chaplin cuts up the middle. 25, 30. Spins at the 35 and rambles his way to the 39-yard line. From the 19 to the 39, a 20-yard gain, and a Kyle Edwards GMC Ruffer, 1st down and 10.
Up to the 39-yard line after that, and the Ruffers off to a good start on that pitch sweep. Blockers out front did a real nice job to open it up for Chaplin.
Hayden Von Holt, one of those two guys in green off that offensive front, they were leading the way. Now Delgado out of the gun. Takes the snap, rifles the pass out to Jamie on the side. This is Beasley at the 45, and dragged to the turf right about the midfield stripe.
He'll have another 1st down
it's
there.
It's an 11-yard pass completion. Another Kyle Edwards Buick GMC Ruffer, 1st down and 10.
So the Ruffers moving the ball smartly here to start. In 2 plays, they've moved it 25 yards.
This time, trips will go out wide to the right with Beasley by himself, short side left. Delgado takes the snap, straight drop back. Pressure comes up the middle, throw it underneath, intended for Beasley on the crossing route.
Threw it a little behind him, and Beasley tried to reach back and grab it, but couldn't.
J.T. Hutchinson, a 6', 190-pound senior who a year ago played at Putnam City North, in on the coverage. Incomplete pass. Stops the clock and leaves the second down at 10 for Muskogee. Ruffer football this season brought to you by Serpro, Nissan of Muskogee, by Excel Physical Therapy, and by Buffalo Wild Wings. Delgado with a running back to his left. Stands in the pocket. Checks left, checks right, throws back the opposite side. Stop and go move at the 45, out on the boundary. Blockers in front at the 30, at the 25, and able to be dragged down at about the 20-yard line on the catch. The Muskogee Ruffers. Caden Ford, DK, showing a little bit of speed a week ago, Nick, and he shows some elusiveness there. Takes it from the 50 downfield to the 21-yard line. That's a 29-yard pass and run combination. And another Kyle Everidge GMC Ruffer, first down at 10.
So 2 for 3 so far passing for Delgado for 40 yards already.
Ruffers will put Twins out wide to the left this time. Delgado's going to throw short side of the field. Caught by Nunu James at the line of scrimmage, and he'll get inside the 20 to around the 18, I would look. That's where it's going to move. Marked.
Let's see.
And, I guess they're going to mark 19. It just inside the 20, so we'll call it a 2-yard gain and bring up second down and 8. Ruffers took the opening kick. Started the drive officially from the 24, but the 5-yard penalty backed it up to the 19. So this will be the 6th snap in this possession. Delgado checking the line of scrimmage. Play action, sprints out to his left, sets up, throws across the middle, in between defenders, and it's intercepted. Patriots with the INT, and then a crunching blow right at the 10-yard line. But a well-read defensive effort. Xavier Farrar able to make the INT, and Delgado's opportunity for 6 points goes awry.
Tried to kind of thread that in the tight window, and the Xavier Farrar did a nice job to read that all the way, watching Delgado, and just stepped in front of the would-be receiver.
So with exactly 10 minutes on the clock here in quarter number 1, Patriots will start 1st and 10 from their own 12-yard line. Ajon Robinson will get his first start at the quarterback spot. With the running back, Atkins Garcia lined directly up behind him. Bit of bad protection, not so many wideouts. They'll hand it off inside to Garcia, and he'll pound straight ahead from the 12 out near the 15, maybe just shy of that. Call it a 3-yard pickup to the 15-yard line, second down and 7.
Patriots trying to establish that running game that they have been lacking so far. They need to get more than one-dimensional, which has been part of their problem so far this season.
This time a single receiver. That's Obama Bell, the highly talented wideout for the Patriots. Ajon Robinson going to try and hand it off. He finally had to shove it into the grasp of Emmanuel Atkins Garcia. And with that mishandled exchange, Nick, it goes for no gain. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
So the rougher middle of that defense has stopped the run so far and forced the Patriots now into a passing situation, you got to think.
See what kind of play choice the Patriots will opt here. 2 receivers will shift out to the wide right side with a slot on the left. Out of the split diamond, the snap is high. Ruffers come up the middle. They've got the rep up of the quarterback just like a present waiting to be bowed under the Christmas tree. Kyron Cope, one of the first guys back there, along with teammates Trey Jackson, who got his 2nd start tonight. That's a loss, Nick, of 5, and the Patriots will be forced, after a 3 and out, to punt the ball away.
So let's see, 39-yard average here for the kicker Melendez.
He'll stand right around the goal line to wait the snap, and Goodson will wait upfield at around the 35. Patriots a little slow in getting their 11 white jerseys out there as the play clock is down to 4, down to 2 to 1, and they're going to either go up to call a timeout or take a 5-yard flag.
Probably the latter, it looks like.
It's going to be a delay of game, so it'll back it up 5. So now That'll put the football back at the 5-yard line.
Well, Ruffers ought to really get good field position out of this.
Could get good field position or try to go get one in the end zone on a block kick. Here comes the pressure right up the middle. They can't quite get there. Melendez with the kick. Goodson feels it, and in the crowd, he's wrapped up immediately at the 33-yard line. But a good stand by the Ruffer D, getting it right back after the 3-and-out takeaway.
I think a fair catch would have been in order there maybe for Goodson. He really got hammered after that.
7:52 left here at quarter number 1. Bill Huddleston, Nick Hampton, and our Ruffer TV crew bringing you tonight's action from Ruffer Village. Patriots defensive front 5 includes Isaiah Curry, a 6'9", 250-pound sophomore. Carlos Carraz, a 5'9", 270. Jordan Curry at 6'3", 280. And then Kumar Threet, a 5'10", 185 star linebacker. Back pass to Delgado. Throw it out on the edge. It's caught in traffic. Breaking one tackle, 25. At the 20 and the inside to the 15 goes Nunu.
Now flags come down. That's going to be a personal foul, late hit. And that's going to cost the Patriots some more yardage.
The pass play went from the 33 to the 17. That's 16 yards for the Kyle Edwards GMC Ruffer 1st and 10. A referee will tell us the infraction.
Face mask on the defense. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
All right, so that'll take it from the 17, or actually from the 16 downfield to what?
At the 8.
Well, they're going to put the football to 6. So it'll be 1st and goal for the Ruffers after the face mask penalty. Twin receivers are split out wide to the left. Delgado inside to Chaplin, out of a tackle at the 5, and takes his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Marquise Chaplin with the carry. That's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ruffers have taken this short field position, 33 yards in 3 plays, and have 6 points to show for it.
So the Ruffers, after being denied on their first possession, take advantage of the short field. Just 3 plays, they run it in. Chaplin with the 6-yard carry.
Sevelin Balalong on to try to remain perfect on the season. So far, 8 for 8 this year. Snap is back, ball's down. Kick is just inside the right upright. As the horn honks and the lights flash here at Ruffer Village, Muskogee on top, 7-0. Back in 30 seconds on Ruffer football in 2025.
In times of need, it's comforting to see faces of people you know and trust. Cornerstone Funeral Home in Muskogee cherishes the opportunity to be there for you and your family in life's most challenging times when friends are most important. Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory welcomes the opportunity to answer any questions regarding planning and pre-arrangements for you and your loved ones. Experience the difference. Cornerstone Funeral Home, 1830 North York in Muskogee, where you'll find faces you know and reputations you trust.
Ruffers failed to score, Nick, on their first opportunity, but after a great field position set up by the defense forcing the 3-and-out, the Ruffers used just the 2 plays to cover the 33 yards with the aid of the half-the-distance penalty. And a 6-yard run from Marquise Chaplin. It's 7-0, the men in green.
So Balalong will tee it up at the 40, and Obama Bell back there deep for the Patriots. As one of the deep men to receive is Balalong ready. Slight breeze at his back here for the Ruffers in this first quarter.
See if they'll opt to kick it deep or kind of angle it here. Z will swing the foot into it, drive it back to around the 10. It's fielded there by the Patriots, trying to get to the edge. Ruffers got there in a hurry, and then it's a wrap-up and a missed tackle. And the second effort is going to give Putnam City West much better field position with the push from behind by the teammates, moving the pile all the way up to the 30-yard line, something that should have been stopped back around the 20.
And the return was by Quomar Threet for the Patriots.
7:27 left here in quarter number 1. Ruffers on top. 7-zip. Ajon Robinson, the junior signal caller, getting his first start. He'll send Bell out wide to the right side, where DK will match up with him. Ford one-on-one against the talented wideout for the Patriots. Now they'll shift the running back over. Little play action. Ball bobbles around, and Robinson losing the handle on it, just had to fall on it back upfield. He'll lose about 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 16.
Not a good start for Robinson. He's in the hole as far as yardage, minus 11 yards now, and a sack and a muffed reception of the handoff.
Well, he's also not getting much protection from the men up in the trench either to give him any time to execute. Robinson out of the pistol, another high snap, going to sprint out to his right, looking to run a throw, being chased and dragged down on the play. Good speed recovery that time by the Ruffer defense.
Who was that masked man?
Well, that masked man was Arius Parrish. 5'11", 180-pound senior Mike linebacker. Made the tackle right at the 21-yard line, and there is an injured player on the field for the Patriots. We'll take a brief timeout here at Ruffer Village. 6:41 left to go in quarter number 1. Ruffers on top of PC West, 7-zip. We're back after this 30-second timeout.
This land was a tapestry of Indian nations and tiny towns that grew into great cities. Bank First is loyal to the shared mission of growth and success that built Oklahoma. That's why in more than 50 communities statewide, our banks are run by local leaders who stick together and work hard to continue unlocking Oklahoma's great promise. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
No matter the opponent, the Muskogee Ruffers' vision for victory is always 2020, and the same goes for your vision with the help of Dr. Kimberly DeRosset in Muskogee. No matter if you're a player or a fan, good vision is essential to winning. So be sure you visit Dr. Kimberly DeRosset for your annual eye exam. Let her show you the way to better vision. Kimberly DeRosset, helping patients in Muskogee County see clearly for the last 25 years. Now located at her new location, 3505 Chandler Road in Muskogee. Call 918-880-3937.
Arius Parrish picks up his 4th tackle for loss on that last play as they drags Robinson down from behind. Great speed shown by Parrish, and now the Patriots will face a 3rd down and 19 from the 20.
And they're going to have to make some player personnel adjustments because that player that was injured was the quarterback, Robinson, on the tackle by AP. And the adjustment will be Obama Bell going back to the signal calling spot. So the loss back to the 21.
Snaps back high.
Snap high. Bell running for his life, trying to get to the edge. Ruffers giving chase and knifed the feet out from underneath the ball carrier. He'll lose yardage going from the 21 all the way back to the 14. So it's going the wrong direction for the Patriots, who started this series at their own 30. And now with the loss here, it's back to the 14-yard line.
Need all my fingers and toes to count this one. 4th and 26 for the Patriots.
6:05 and the clock running here in quarter number 1. PC West in no hurry.
Play clock running down on him again.
Punting
seconds.
units back. It's 4th and 26. Would you call a timeout? I think so.
The play clock's down. The officials take their time to throw the flag and finally
It'll be another delay of game penalty. So they'll mack it up 5 more and leave an even shorter field for the Ruffer special teams unit.
Goodson standing back around his own 35 for this one.
Around the Patriots' 35.
I mean the Patriots.
Here's the snap. It's a bobble snap. And what do we got? Whistle before the play. And the Ruffers were offside. They were bringing
the house.
That's exactly right. The Ruffers got a little too anxious there, so that'll move it from the back to the preceding spot, which was the 11, where it'll remain 4th down and still a lot. Needed to reach the 40-yard line. So 26 yards to go. Snap is back, and again flags fly. Or whistles sound at least, stopping play. Another encroachment penalty against Muskogee. So Putnam City getting a little bit safer field position, Nick, on back-to-back encroachment penalties. Goodson now will backpedal. He'll wait just inside the 50. The snap is back, and Melendez in a hurry shanks it off the side of his foot. Goodson's going to catch it on the run. He's got nobody in front of him. 15, 10, 5, KG to the end zone. Touchdown, Muskogee. Fielded it on a hop like a center fielder. Taking the bounce, throwing the Fastball to the home plate.
About a 25-yard punt return for a kickoff for Goodson.
So back-to-back weeks, the special teams have put points on the board. This time, Kenyon Goodson getting the kickoff return. And with 5:18 to go, Muskogee's got their second touchdown of the night.
So last series for the Patriots started at their own 30 and ended up actually back at the 14 before a couple of penalties
Ruffers
helped
here
them out.
made Nick want to go for the 2-point conversion. Nope.
Oh,
Now Ballalong is there. I didn't see him for a moment.
He's ready as he goes a couple of steps off to the left.
Swings the right foot, hammers it right between the uprights, and with a 5:18 on the first quarter clock, homecoming crowd's got to be settling into happiness. 14-0 is the score. Back in 30 seconds on Ruffer Football in 2025.
A super time to buy September savings at J. Hodge Chevrolet Muskogee. Buy a new Silverado 1500, take $10,000 off MSRP. Shop over 60 used from $16,965. September savings top the list. Don't overpay. Come see Jay. New Silverado, 10 grand off. Over 60 used from $16,965. At J. Hodge Chevrolet Muskogee. 144 West Shawnee.
Well, if you were late getting into the village tonight, you missed the homecoming celebration, but you also missed two quick strikes by the Muskogee Ruffers, now up 14-0. And just like when Muskogee Ruffers play in front of their home crowd, Lynn Wallace and her team at Cornerstone Home Lending, and Muskogee knows that home is where happy lives. No matter if you're buying or refinancing, you can go home happy with the help of Lynn Wallace and her team at Cornerstone Home Lending. Give them a call at 918-600-0602.
Bell and Caden Smith back deep. Smith takes it at the 20.
Got a little dribbling kick right down the heart, and the Patriots with a burst of energies race upfield to the 32 where they'll get the third start of the night.
So far, the Patriots are a minus 18 yards in offense.
You really have to think that had it not been for an interception by Farrar, this might be a 21-0 game already.
Bell will come back in at the quarterback spot, it looks like, for the Patriots.
He's forced to move from his slot position into that quarterback spot after the injury to Ajon Robinson. Bell will try to pull it, keep it on his own. He's not got enough quickness to get outside on the edge. Arias Parrish was one of the guys over there for the Muskogee Ruffers. And sprinting upfield from his safety position was Stylen McHenry. Stops it for a 2-yard loss back to the 30-yard line.
So the Patriots continue to lose yardage on just about every play as the Ruffer defense just teeing off on these guys. They haven't thrown the ball yet.
This is the 9th meeting between these two schools, and the previous 8 Putnam City West is yet to come out on the top end of the scoreboard. Now move the running back to the right. Bell's going to call his own number, and he's going to introduce himself to one of those defensive linemen up front that just seemed to smother the quarterback.
Just kind of
That's Hayden Von Holt that just bear hugs.
Yeah, fell on him like a big old bear.
So a loss back to the 26.
4 more yards lost.
So it'll be third down. Now 16 yards to go for the visiting Patriots, who play here tonight, and then next week will go home to take on Sapulpa. Bell on a high snap that goes over his head. He just has to hustle back and cover it up. And he'll fall to the turf back inside the 15, or they may mark it at the 15. So that'll be an 11-yard loss. It's kind of unfair to the quarterback stats,
yeah,
Nick.
It is.
But he, unfortunately, on a bad play like that, has to take the minus yardage, 11. And Goodson again will stand somewhere around his 35-yard line and wait on a kick. 4th and now 28. Ruffers don't even put anybody back.
Looks like the Patriots do have everybody in for a change. They've had to make late
Snap
subs.
is back good. Kick is away. It's a high kick. It's still short. Just get out of the way of it. Let it bounce, and it'll hit at about the 33, tumble upfield to about the 36. And that's where Muskogee will take over. at the 36-yard line. This will be their fourth offensive possession of the first 9 minutes. 3:08 to play here in quarter number one. Bill Huddleston, Nick Hampton with you here tonight from Ruffer Village. Just a second home encounter from Muskogee. Next Friday night, they'll make the trip up the highway north of Tulsa to Bartlesville to take on the Bruins at Custer Stadium.
Custer Stadium. Did I not see? I think I read somewhere they did a bond issue up there. Maybe they're going to make some additions. Haven't done much to Custer Field in a long time.
Now Delgado waits, gets the snap, sets with time in the pocket, throws out on the edge. It's caught at the 15, inside of a would-be tackler, and into the end zone for the touchdown score. DK, that's Decaden Ford.
Wow, all right.
Case and Delgado just threw a fastball right into the fingertips of Decaden, and Ford did a little shake and bake and took it to the end zone. Just 36 yards on a pass and run combination. Ruffers with their third score here, still with 2:59 to play in quarter number one.
So 36 yards more on offense for Delgado, puts him up over 90 yards now.
That touchdown pass for Decaden Ford, his first of the year. And Ball Along will try to remain perfect on the point after touchdown. Ball down, a little chip shot up and splits the uprights. 2:59 left here in quarter number one. Ruffers quickly out in front, 21-zip. We're back to the Village in 30 seconds on Ruffer Football 2025.
A super time to buy September savings at J. Hodge Chevrolet in Muskogee. Buy a new Silverado 1500, take $10,000 off MSRP. Shop over 60 used from $16,965. September savings top the list. Don't overpay. Come see Jay. New Silverado, 10 grand off. Over 60 used from $16,965. The J. Hodge Chevrolet in Muskogee. 144 West Shawnee.
21-0 Muskogee Ruffers on top. Do you have a storm damage on your roof, Nick? Any dings in the roof?
No, I haven't.
Are you sure?
No.
Have you checked the condition of the roof? That's where you need the folks at Roughneck Roofing to handle all those inspections. They can also help you with insurance claims and help you get what you deserve. Stephen Lane and his squad at Roughneck Roofing provide personal attention with professional results. Find out the status of your home's roof or your business. Give them a call at 918-401-9125. There's only one name to remember, Roughneck Roofing.
Little punch kick by Ball Along this time.
Picked up by one of the upfield Patriots at around the 25, and he is able to find forward progress to the 31.
Jatarian Hutchinson returning that time for the Patriots. And check his Weaver, who returned. And so the Patriots will start again just about where they've started just almost every, or 3 of the 4 times, this time at the 31.
Started their first possession at the 12, the next at the 30, the next at the 32. Now this time it'll be from the 31-yard line, and we're still with 2:52 to play here in quarter number one. Snap to Bell, pulls it out of the belly, fumbles the ball. It's bounding around. There's nothing but green jerseys to find the handle. Not sure which Ruffer player is going to come up with it. The fumble recovery picked up by Muskogee, and the defense is having as much fun, Nick, so far here tonight as the offense is having.
Had a punt return, special teams, had an interception. I mean, just all kinds of things.
So Muskogee, after the fumble recovery, will start 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line in PC West territory. 2:45 left here in the opening 12 minutes of action.
So the Ruffers now with another short field opportunity, and Delgado with a chance just to kind of pad his numbers a little bit more.
First possession started at the 24, ended in a pass interception. The next one at the Patriots 33 on a 6-yard run by Chaplin. Then the last possession from the 36, and Delgado found Decaden Ford for 6 points.
He's in the slot to the left this time.
Delgado takes the snap, spins out, rolls to his left, squares the shoulders, throws upfield, out of the boundary pass through the hands of the targeted receiver.
I think that was Jamie, wasn't it?
It was intended for Jamie Bell, or Jamie Beasley. Incomplete pass stops the clock with 2:39 left here before halftime. Or I want to say halftime.
Seems like it's been half.
It does, yes. Here before the end of the first quarter of play. This time, Nunu James will be the single wide out to the boundary far side of the field. Ford, Delgado going to go right back to Nuno. The coverage is out there. Can Keanu win the battle? It is what? Incomplete.
Incomplete, I guess, yeah.
Defensive back covering on the play against James lost his helmet, so he'll have to take a timeout.
Pretty good defensive coverage that time by the Patriots. They had Nunu pretty well hemmed in there.
Everybody was talking about Jamie Beasley at the start of the season, Nick, but here the last couple of weeks we've seen the evolution of Nunu James along with Decaden Ford. Now Stylen McHenry is going to come in at the quarterback spot.
No, I think there was an interception there,
Was
Bill.
it? Okay,
yeah.
that's why I guess they do.
Yeah, that's why Stylen is out there.
So they
interception
pass by PC West gives the Patriots back the football. That occurred in the end zone. So PC West will start with 2:30 to play.
Second interception of Delgado tonight.
Credit the defensive back over on that side for winning the battle. Now see how the Patriots will work. They'll run out of a shotgun. They'll try to pull a play action inside, trying to find some place to go, and there's just absolutely no room to run.
They had Bell that time kind of off to the right. Whoever the quarterback was took the snap and handed it to Bell.
That was Adkin Garcia taking the direct snap, but the loss will be from the 20 back to the 15.
Wow.
Putnam City West have they had two plays that have picked up positive yardage.
That's exactly right, yep.
Here in the first quarter, showing still 2 minutes remaining, and it's a 21-0 advantage for the homecoming night celebration Ruffer fans. Ruffers come up the middle with a little bit of heat. Patriots break the crease and get a nice gallop upfield from the 15 to the 21. They'll get back the 5 lost on the preceding play plus a yard, and it'll be 3rd down and 9 yards to go. So it'll be another passing situation for the Patriots, although they haven't really tried to throw the ball much tonight, Nick. They've been trying to stay with the ball on the ground.
And they have yet to put it up at all.
Have to reach the 30-yard line to get in front of the chains. Emmanuel Atkins Garcia working out of the shotgun. He'll take the snap, he'll hand it off, and there's just no place to go.
Handed off. Is that Bell who got the handoff?
I'm not quite sure. It looked to me like it was Ajon. That's not Ajon Robinson on the carry.
No, I think it's maybe Kendall Weaver.
Whatever the situation is, it'll be 4th down and 12. A loss of 3 on the play. The Patriots once again will have to kick it away. Melendez will be the man deep.
Nobody back again for the Ruffers.
Ruffers don't drop anybody back. And the snap is away. This one a kick to an empty field. Will just take a big hop, and it'll roll upfield across the 40 and be scooped up by one of the Patriots' special team members right at the 42-yard line. Bill Huddleston, Nick Hampton with you on this Friday night. Nick, the weather is about to change. Even though it was 85 and I got a blistered forehead today at the homecoming day parade, it's going to turn cooler. I mean, we're going to get some cooler temperatures. Those leaves are going to fall. It's going to dirty up the front yard. That's when you're going to want to have Antonio Zapata and his crew come out and make your home look its best. They can sweep the leaves. They can trim the trees. They can also put up your holiday Christmas lights. Why don't you count on Antonio Zapata and Zapata Lawn and Tree, friend to Muskogee Ruffer football.
Caden Harkin in the game offensively.
Hand the ball off to Chaplin. He runs straight ahead, but he gets pushed upfield. The gain will go downfield from the 42 to, they're going to mark it the 40.
Yeah.
I thought he really got more yardage than that, but
knee must have touched.
And the final seconds will expire. We've come to the end of quarter number 1. After 12 minutes tonight, the Muskogee Ruffers having their cake and eating it too at the expense of Putnam City West. 21-0 our score. Back in 30 seconds on Ruffer Football in 2025.
My brother and sister left me again. They went back to school. Can you believe that?
But don't worry, they still call me every morning, thanks to their brand new phones from Bravado Wireless.
My sister even dropped hers in the pool, but Bravado's trade-in help has her covered.
And my brother, he's flexing with the new iPhone 16 Pro Max. Like, how cool is that?
Mom and Dad got deals too. Bravado's unlimited plan saved the whole family money.
Back at the Ruffer Village here on homecoming night, Muskogee picking up 3 scores and perhaps wasting a couple of other opportunities to add to their point tally. But after 12 minutes, have a 21-0 advantage.
Ruffers have had the ball 4 times, took the opening kickoff, started in their own territory, and then the last 3 possessions have started pretty deep in Patriot territory.
So Muskogee will have the football at the where? The 40-yard line. Yep. Second down and 8 yards to go. Parrish will be the running back. Delgado will remain at quarterback. Single receiver on the boundary to the far right. Everybody bunched in traffic. Ruffers pitched it out on the edge to Marquise. Broke off one tackle, but he didn't escape the grasp of the defensive efforts of Putnam City West Anthony Dupree. The 5'11", 200-pound junior linebacker with the stop actually shuts that one down for a 1-yard loss.
That's the first negative running play the Ruffers have had tonight, other than the 2 interceptions. Everything else has been positive.
Story on Anthony Dupree is he's only played football now for 3 years. But he's good enough, Nick. He was a starter a year ago at Putnam City North. 5'11", 200-pound junior making the move over with head coach Ricky Bell. Here's the snap back. Delgado in the pocket, steps up, dances around, tries to elude tackle, scrambles 40, 35 to the corner. Got a nice block out on the boundary. And he's able to pick up good yardage. Where will they spot it?
27, it looks like.
The 27-yard line. He'll go from the 41 to the 27, 14 yards on the escaping run of Kaysen Delgado. Another Kyle Edwards GMC Ruffer, first down and 10.
First carry tonight for Delgado after all of his passing.
It's good to hear him say the game is slowing down. It looked pretty fast-paced in their opener against Booker T, but here the last couple of weeks it seems to be more settled in. Here's the snap. Chaplin will get the play action. Jamie will get the throw. Burt Beasley with the catch out on the boundary. And he'll twist his body and stumble forward inside the 20 to about the
looks like maybe the 18.
18 perhaps, or 19. Yeah, 19. So it'll be an 8-yard pickup on first down.
That puts Delgado over the 100-yard mark passing tonight.
Beasley will be the single receiver to the far left. 2 receivers out on the hash mark to the right. Delgado will take the snap. He'll hand it off to Chaplin, going off tackle, 15. And then he's stymied as he gets inside the 15 down to about the 13.
6 yards for Chaplin gives him now 28 yards on the night.
And another Kyle Edwards GMC Ruffer, first down and 10 at the 13-yard line. This series started at the Patriots 42. Ruffers playing tonight without Koda Barnowski as a linebacker as well as a tight end. Hopefully he'll be 100% healthy by this time next week at Bartlesville. Chaplin to the right of Delgado at quarterback. Play action. Delgado in the pocket all night to look. Square his shoulders. Now throw upfield to the end zone. Touchdown. Just playing hide and seek in the corner. And the toss right to the pylon is good for the 6 points. I think that's Decaden Ford, is it not?
No, Chaplin.
Marquise Chaplin with the touchdown catch.
He kind of scooted out of the backfield and got all alone back in the back corner.
And the Ruffers have put 6 more on the board here with 9:34 to go. Channel 8's Offensive Player of the Week, Kaysen Delgado. Nick having a good first half, although he's had 2 INTs to go along with these numbers. And now Bottlelong on to try the point after touchdown, trying to remain perfect on the season. 3 for 3 so far here tonight. Snap is back in good shape. Kick is on the way, and it's true. And the Ruffers are out in front, 28-0. Back to Ruffer Village on Homecoming 2025 after this 30-second timeout in Ruffer football 2025.
Pioneer Abstract, proudly serving residential and commercial customers throughout Muskogee County since 1905. Serving banks, mortgage companies, and mortgage brokers with refinancing, purchase, 1031 tax-deferred exchanges, along with full escrow services and more. Pioneer Abstract offers the convenience of centralized services for escrow accounts, title insurance, and title searches. Pioneer Abstract, here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow at 412 West Broadway in downtown Muskogee, or call Pioneer Abstract at 683-2904.
Back to football action tonight here at Ruffer Village. Going to be a lot of college football played over the weekend. Nick, I know you'll be tuned in to your Sooners, right?
Yeah, right.
Absolutely you will. And why not get yourself ready to go with a drive out to My Place Barbecue West. Go through the drive-through window, pick up your food, take it home, enjoy it from the comforts of your recliner, or you can dine inside. And be sure to ask about the homemade cobbler at My Place Barbecue West. Here's a driving kick by Ballalong. Fair catch was signaled for. Yeah, you put your hand up.
Yeah, I guess he's saying, no, I didn't. He didn't think he did, but the referee, Matt Henry, thought he did, so Matt Hart said, yeah, you did, so it's a fair catch.
That's a tough break, a learning lesson for the young man. He's going to put his offensive teammates in a bit of a quandary here. See where they'll actually spot the football right about the 6-yard line. You're right. So far, the way this gone, Nick, it's kind of reminded me of Hee-Haw and the old song Pain, Despair, and Agony on Me.
Been about it for them.
Patriots will start inside their own 10, trailing now 28-0. Emmanuel Atkins Garcia will work out of the shotgun. The running back, that's Kendall Weaver, will move over to his left. They try to hand it off to Weaver. He darts to his left and then tries to cut back. And as he does, he's grabbed quickly by a couple of guys wearing the green jerseys. Sure, he probably thought he said jerseys too. Trey Jackson, one of the guys that was there quickly.
I think that's.
So it'll be a loss back to the 4-yard line and bring up 2nd down and 12.
That's Jatarian Hutchinson, who's back there running back behind Garcia.
Patriots in the travel blue pants, white jerseys. Ruffers in the green and white. Little option pitch.
Ooh.
And Hutchinson able to just
barely
get across the goal line on that little pitch and
inside
had a lot of Ruffers in his face as he took the exchange and was able to tiptoe across the goal line to stay in the field of play, but it'll still be a loss of 3 here. This drive started at the 6 after a ill-advised fair catch call. He might have been watching college football and thought that would take it to the 25. Understandably so. But at the same time, I wish the rules would be the same at the collegiate as well as the high school level. Snap is back. The fumble snap in the end zone, bouncing around.
Loose.
There's a scramble for it. Who got it? Did the Ruffers get it? We'll find out.
Nope, safety.
It'll be a safety. Ruffer players in making that stop included Tavon Ione and a couple of others. I think JoJo Alexander was in that mix as well, but the safety in the end zone puts 2 more on the board for the Ruffers, and just like that, it's a 3-spot, 30-0.
And the Patriots are underwater in terms of offense tonight.
Well, that series lost 6. Plus 2 points.
Yep.
Ricky Bell, the third head coach for the Patriots in the last 4 years. Nick, it's hard to get any type of consistency, any development of a program with that constant turnover of the lead guy, because each coach is going to have their own style of football they want to play. But when you're having to constantly teach everybody on the team a new offensive scheme, a new defensive scheme, this is what you get.
Especially when the new coach is hired so late in the season as Bell was.
And then you have a former coach, at least one, that just went right across town to another team in the district, in the same school district.
Yeah.
Who then has the opportunity with Oklahoma's now transfer rules in place to kind of pick and choose. Speaking of that, Patriots lost their 2 best running backs from a year ago, and ironically, one of them starting for Putnam City North, who the Ruffers will see later this year, the other in the starting backfield for the Pirates at Putnam City Original.
So free kick for the Patriots from the 20.
Should again be really good field position. Here's a booming kick that the Ruffers will take on a fair catch.
Why did we fair catch there?
Well, I think this just
to be nice
caused the situation. Nunu signaling for the fair catch. And the Ruffers will start 1st and 10 this time from their own 43-yard line. 7:55 to go before halftime. A lot of end-of-year celebrations. My granddaughter's got a birthday coming up this Sunday. When you're looking to reward performances of your top employees, that's when you need Martin Updike and his team at I-40 Sports and Award. Just like the Muskogee Athletic Hall of Fame Awards, Martin and his crew can design something that's right for your situation. I-40 Sports and Awards, glad to be a part of Ruffer football here in 2025. 1st and 10 from the 42. Delgado to throw it out in space. Caught, trying to get to the corner at the 45 and out near the midfield stripe.
Nice job by Beasley as he let his blocker set things up for him, and he scooted around him and got another 6 or 7 yards after the catch. Moves it up to midfield.
Catch for Beasley goes to an 8-yard pickup, or 7. I guess 8 from the 42. The clock continued to stop on that play that went out of bounds. So Beasley, along with Avon Goodland, will be the pair of receivers out on the hash mark. One on one side, one on the inside. Delgado stands about 7 yards deep, hands it off to Chaplin, cuts back to his right, spins at the 45, still on his feet, fighting for extra yardage. He'll go inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. More than enough for Kyle Everett's GMC Ruffer, 1st down and 10 on the 11-yard pickup.
Big hole opened up, and Beasley really wasn't touched until he got to the second level by one of the linebackers. By that time, he was 5 or 6 yards downfield.
So now again, Goodland, who came from Wagner to the Muskogee camp this fall, joining Jamie Beasley out on the edge to the left. They'll play action. Let Delgado look deep. Beasley's behind everybody. He's trying to stretch it out, make the grab over his shoulder. Another 6 points tossed from Cason Delgado to Jamie Beasley, and the Ruffers have added more to the homecoming night party.
Delgado with his 3rd touchdown pass now of the night to 3 different receivers. For Beasley, that is his 3rd touchdown of the year.
This one of a 39-yard variety, and the question remaining is, will Zebulon Ballalong remain perfect on the year with the point after touchdown? Good to have a nice group of the class of 2005 joining us for a little weekend reunion. Many of them in attendance at tonight's game. This Ballalong waits on the point after touchdown. Kick is away. This one is blocked. I'm not sure how that guy on that far edge wasn't offside. But the kick will be blocked, and that'll leave the score at 36-0, Muskogee on top. Back to the Village with more after this 30-second timeout of Ruffer football in 2025.
Runt's Barbecue serves up hand-rubbed, slow-cooked goodness. Anytime you're feeding a few hundred, hey, we're just tailgating with friends. Call the experts, Runt's Barbecue. Ribs, brisket, burnt ends, mouth-watering hot link, and smoked chicken, where everything is made from scratch, from the barbecue sauce to the banana pudding. Give us a try, and you won't be disappointed. Runt's Barbecue, 918-681-3900. Runt's Barbecue, slow-cooked goodness in Muskogee.
Welcome back to Ruffer Village. 7-11 is the time remaining on the first half scoreboard. Muskogee up 36-0. Patriots may be having a little trouble catching their breath, trying to find a way to go night-night whenever you're having problems. Nick, trying to sleep. It's called sleep apnea.
Sleep apnea.
And that's when the doctor says, okay, you need the CPAP machine. Well, I'm not one for wanting to operate that type of stuff, but our friends at Alpine Medical Supply can help you with that operation. They can also help you with any other medical supplies. Check them out on North Main Street in Muskogee. Obama Bell on the kick return, trying to go to his right. Out across the 15 near the 20-yard line before the Ruffers stand him up there. 7:03 to go before halftime. Coming into play tonight, district standings had 4 teams unbeaten. Muskogee, along with Sand Springs, Sapulpa, and Putnam City North. All 4 teams a week ago got their plus 15. Matchups tonight around the district, including Bartlesville at Sapulpa, Capitol Hill at Sand Springs, and Ponca City visiting Putnam City North.
So let's see what the Patriots will do here. Kind of slow getting players in now with the play clock down to 10 seconds.
Emmanuel Adkins Garcia working as the quarterback.
Hutchinson, the running back behind him.
He'll scoot up off the
play
left
clock
shoulder,
went
try
down.
to hand it off, and then quarterback going to pull it and keep it, and he'll pick up some positive yardage.
Positive yardage for the first time.
One of the rare plays tonight the Patriots have been able to find forward progress. This will go from the 20 to the 24 for the tackle made, and it'll be 2nd down and 6. But ironically, the Patriots, to my recollection, Nick, have not thrown one pass.
They have not thrown a pass so far, and then really taking their time here between plays.
Just trying to slow down the pace of the game. Let the clock run as fast as it can. Out of the I formation, little jet sweep, play action keeper by the quarterback, and he plays himself right into the grasp of 3 green shirts. That's going to lose yardage. Kyron Cope was the first guy there to wait on Emmanuel Atkins Garcia. Be a loss back to the 23.
Loss of a yard. So now 3rd down and about 7 for the Patriots.
Give some credit as well to the Sam linebacker, Caden Harkin, on that last stop. So 3rd down for Putnam City West. And again, just letting the play clock almost on every situation count down inside of 5 before they snap the football. Players still looking at the wristbands.
Still 3 seconds, 2, 1, 0.
And this one.
Can we going to have a flag here by somebody?
Well, they didn't ever see the
okay.
play clock.
Don't know what the deal is
with
there.
The football trying to roll out to the right side and then at the last minute throw it away.
Flag down on the play as well.
That may be an illegal forward pass, Nick, because I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage on the run. That was J.T. Hutchison.
So we'll see what the call is going to be.
It was 3rd down and 7, and like you said, Nick, the play clock had
long expired.
Okay, so an illegal helmet contact on the Ruffer defense on the play that time by Hutchison. He got back to the line of scrimmage. Actually, it was an incomplete pass ruled, but then they'll walk off 15 yards, and that'll give PC West their initial first down of the night.
Up to the 38-yard line. Yes, that is their first down.
Showing on the clock with 5:21 to go before intermission. Small number of players wearing the blue and white uniforms for the Patriots.
I think I counted when they came out, and they had like 32 or 33 players, I think, something like that.
James Jansen had been the most statistically successful quarterback, and he's on the sideline in street clothes.
Robinson, who started, is out. He was hurt.
So now Atkins Garcia will take the snap. He'll hand it off, and his ball carrier teammate just cannot accept the speed from the Muskogee Ruffers as Hutchison will be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Ace Cherry, who's in the game there, makes the stop for the Ruffers.
That's back from the 38 to the 34, a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. The clock tumbling down near 4:40 to play here in quarter number 2. Muskogee Ruffers struggled to score, Nick, the first 3 games of the year. But the last 2 weeks have had a great deal of success. Of course, tonight being the benefactor of the inefficient offense of the visiting Patriots. They'll hand it off in traffic. Broken tackle at the line of scrimmage. As Kyron Cope was in the
Yeah, he had him back there, didn't he? He's mad at
easy
himself.
shot. He slaps himself on the thighs as if to say, I'll let that sack get away.
Cherry again on the tackle, though, eventually for the Ruffers.
So the ball will be marked at the 32. Be a loss of 2 more. And the Patriots will face now a 3rd down and 6. 16, rather.
They've had Hutchinson back there running back, but they haven't handed the ball to him yet. Well, he did have one run.
He did. He got that handoff, didn't he not?
Well, maybe he did. I'm not sure if he or Garcia carried. Anyway, he hadn't carried very much. Garcia's done most of it. Bell is more of a flanker at this point.
Garcia will take it. He'll slip it inside to Hutchinson, who spins out of one tackle and then just gets grabbed around the waist and pulled upfield by his teammate. That was Rashad Atkins Garcia trying to help his brother.
He did, 5 yards worth.
Gain will pick up 5. And that leaves a 4th and 11 situation. And the busiest man all night long has been Victor Melendez for the Patriots.
Looks like the Patriots will bring on the punt team.
Ruffers again won't put anybody back.
3 minutes and counting to play here in the first half.
Bill Huddleston, Nick Hampton, and our Ruffer TV crew tonight here from Ruffer Village for just the second time here midway of the 2025 campaign.
Patriots kind of slow getting all their players in again. And they all come back and kind of talk to one another.
Referee reset the play clock as well, Nick. Clock showing 2:39 and counting. Melendez will wait on the snap. Again, it's high, but he's able to snatch it with 2 hands on his tiptoes. He'll get the kick away.
Pretty
it's
short.
A poor short kick. And it'll bound around and be secured by a teammate upfield at only the 45-yard line. So that's only a 7-yard punt. With no return, the Ruffers will have, again, gift wrap scoring opportunity taking over at the Patriots' 45-yard line.
So the Ruffers looking for a chance to put at least another score on the board before halftime.
Big offensive lineman trot out there for the Ruffers, that including Hayden Von Holt, Devin Nero, Hunter Lanier, Courtney Nash, and JoJo Alexander. That's the 5 they got to start tonight. Ruffers with 2 receivers to the left. Play action. Delgado again looking in the slot. Now he's going to rifle the pass downfield. Wide open is Goodland at the 5-yard line. Just can't stay in bounds. Otherwise,
he did catch it.
It's 6 points.
They caught it. He did catch
Goodland
it.
with a nice concentrated effort and
Tried
even better effort to keep his feet in bounds.
Tried hard to stay in bounds.
So that'll go from the 45 downfield to the
3, I think.
Looks like the 3-yard line. So a 42-yard pass play. And another Kyle Edwards GMC Ruffer. First down this one and goal to go.
206 yards through the air tonight so far for Cason Delgado.
Chance to add another 6 points to the total here before the intermission break. Chaplin will be the running back. He'll be to the left of the Ruffer quarterback. Beasley will be out to the split side left in the slot Goodland. Harkin will now shift over as the tight end to the left. Snap from Lanier, back to Chaplin. Had a little bit of a break, but then the Patriots collapsed defensively, making the stop. First guy that was there, man, that's not even on our numerical roster.
No gain on the play.
Patriots.
Second goal for the Ruffers. From the 3, the clock continues to move. Well, yeah, there we go. Minute 50 to play.
Ruffers not in any real hurry themselves either here, Nick. Again, Goodland and Beasley will be the pair of receivers on your screen. Out wide to the left. Tight end Harkin is on the right side. Delgado will take the snap. He'll give it back to Chap, and the diving effort of the Putnam City West defender able to get in there to stop Chaplin for a 1-yard pickup. Like Jace Lee, the middle linebacker, in at the ankles that time of Chaplin.
Chaplin with his 8th carry of the night now for 40 yards. Third and goal.
Looks like here we may see a little bit of a wildcat situation with Styler McHenry coming in alongside Marquise Chaplin. Ruffers will overload the front to the left side. Hand it off again to Chap. He'll step left, dart right into the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, they sent McHenry in there as kind of a decoy. Everyone thinking he was going to wildcat and take it himself, and he hands it off. Chaplin, no problem going in.
53 seconds left. Chap with his second rushing touchdown of the evening. It's a 42-0 advantage for Muskogee.
45-yard drive for the Ruffers in 4 plays.
After missing that PAT a moment ago, you might expect here to see the Ruffers gives Evelyn Ballalong a chance to regain his confidence and his success streak. I'd also want to guard that gate on that backside where it came from a moment ago. Now the ball on snap is back. It looks good. Kicks up and away, and it's on target. And the Ruffers will have 53 seconds to defend here before halftime, leading 43-0. Back after this on Ruffer Football 2025.
In sports, having the right winning strategy is often the difference between winning and losing. The same is true when you need legal representation. For more than 15 years, the law offices of Michael E. Finnerty have successfully provided the winning strategy with excellence and integrity for the people of the Muskogee area in matters of personal injury, social security disability, and workers' compensation issues. The law office, Muskogee trusts Michael A. Finnerty, ready to develop a winning strategy. Michael A. Finnerty, 436 Court Street in Muskogee. Call 687-1155. Online at finnertylaw.com.
Ruffers, after a short field, get some insurance points on the drive of 45 yards in just 4 plays. And speaking of insurance, when you have a need for your home, your health, your life, perhaps your business or an automobile, why not call my friend David Cobb? Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there to give you the best in coverage, the best in rates, and the best in help after the situation. David Cobb, 918-682-2511, proud to be a part of Ruffer Football. Here on the kick, Patriots will have it. This is Obama Bell coming up the near sideline, and he'll be taken to the turf at about the 19-yard line. Kenyon Goodson, the first guy downfield for the Ruffers.
So let's see what the Patriots want to try to do here with just 46 seconds left to play in the half. We'll see if they'll try and keep it pretty much conservative, which they have the whole game. I'm not sure I've seen a half played where the ball hasn't been in the air at all by the opposing team.
Well, we'll wait and see what Ricky Bell will opt to do here, but with his first and second string quarterback on the sideline due to injury, you may not see the ball do anything but stay on the turf. Patriots trying to count numbers to make sure they got 11 guys out there, and there's only 10. It'll be a late addition, the play clock down to 15 seconds here. Emmanuel Adkins Garcia will continue at the quarterback spot. Again, another high snap. Garcia can't find it. He gets kicked. He gets picked up, and it's a walk into the end zone for the touchdown.
Cole McQueen picks up the loose ball. And
McQueen getting the start tonight for Coda Barnowski, and looky what I find. Cole McQueen with the scoop and score, just as the Ruffer defense did a week ago. And on the bad snap, McQueen's rumble to the end zone puts another 6 points, 1 PAT away from the famous words of Barry Switzer, half 100.
Half 100 on him. That's it. So, ball along. We'll try again. I bet his leg is getting tired by now. Officials huddling up to talk about something there back around
McQueen
the 15.
able to pick that score up at about the 12, Nick, on the fumble recovery. The Ruffers defense scores again for the second time tonight. Goodson with an INT run for 6, and McQueen on a fumble recovery for the touchdown. And ball along will try the chip shot PAT. Snap is down. This time the Patriots again offside.
This time they're going to call it on him.
Flag does fly, and the kick was good. Ruffers will decline it and take the extra point. So 40 seconds to go before intermission. The Ruffers have put up a 50 number on the left side of that scoreboard that has their name right above. We'll take a 30-second timeout and return to Ruffer Village after this on Ruffer TV.
Pain is temporary, pride is forever. At Excel Therapy, we want to be your athlete's advocate for excellence. We offer treatment methods that focus on strengthening muscles and improving flexibility to improve your overall performance. And when injury sets in, Excel Therapy can aid in the recovery process. We know it's important to get back in the game, so trust the comeback experts, Excel Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. With 16 locations and no physician referral required, you can begin healing today. Look for us online at exceltherapyok.com.
Back at Ruffer Village, Muskogee Ruffer scoring through the air, on the ground, pass interception, fumble recovery. About the only thing they haven't done tonight, Nick, is take a kick return to the end zone.
Well, they do have a punt return. They have a safety.
Yeah, that's true.
Just about everything else, yep, that's right. So just 40 seconds left, and Ballalong will kick it away. I would imagine at this point in time that the Patriots are going to be just content to, I don't think they'll take a knee, but they certainly won't do very much with the ball when they get it.
Don't forget, coming right out of our halftime break, we'll have a chance to take a look at this week's TTCU Teacher of the Game. Another solid part of the foundation of education in Muskogee Public Schools, and specifically here at the high school.
So the Ruffers now with a 50-point lead, and it'll be Ballalong kicking it off. Back deep for the two guys.
It'll bring a running clock as well. There's a driving kick. Patriots will field it at the 10, come straight up the middle. Bell trying to get to the edge, and he's bouncing around off players and tackled over on the far sideline. The return out to the 24-yard lines, where Putnam City West will get it back one more time here before intermission.
31 seconds left on the clock before halftime gets underway. Patriots will be in the negative when we figure up our halftime statistics. All running for Patriots tonight. They have not thrown a pass.
Good to see a good contingent of fans down in the stands.
A lot of folks here for the homecoming festivities, I'm sure, tonight, too. Yeah, the Patriots kind of dribbled the rest of their players in, get them set. And now we're ready to go. Garcia, the quarterback. Hutchinson, the running back, behind him.
Snap is back. They hand it off again. Hutchinson has no place to go, and he's collared by 3 green jerseys. And that'll pretty much wind out the first half clock as it runs with 20 seconds here to go. Always nice to look down the crowd and find friendly faces, Nick. And wave from our high vantage point here above Ruffer Village. I don't think we're going to see another play here. Patriots have certainly not been in any hurry, and many of their players on the far sideline already making the trip to the end zone, as are the Ruffers, and we've come to the halftime break. Muskogee scoring every which way you could draw it up, and have put up a 50-0 advantage over the visiting Patriots of Putnam City West. Stay tuned. We'll return in 3 minutes with this week's TTCU Teacher of the Game. But first, this time out on your home for Ruffer football, Ruffer TV in 2025.
Hi folks, Kyle Edwards, GMC in Muskogee. I was born and raised in Muskogee. Our family has owned the GMC dealership for over 50 years. We take great pride in being in the Muskogee community. Things have changed over the years, but one thing remains the same, our desire to take care of our customers. Looking for a new GMC truck or SUV? We've got them, and you have our commitment to give you the best buying experience around. From sales, parts, or service, we are here for you. You have my promise to give you the best selection, best price, and the most for your trade-in at 1600 North Main in Muskogee or KyleEdwardsGMC.com.
The world of education is driven by numbers. So is the one company more schools and universities call on when fire or water damage strikes. 1-800-SERVPRO. The #1 choice in commercial cleanup and restoration.
When it matters most. The name to remember? ServPro of Muskogee. 918-913-4490. Online at servpro.com.
There's never been a better time to find a great deal on a sedan, truck, or crossover at Nissan of Muskogee. Call 918-683-6605 or go to nissanofmuskogee.com. There's never been a better time to find a great deal on a sedan, truck, or crossover at Nissan of Muskogee. Call 918-683-6605 or go to nissanofmuskogee.com.
Proudly serving the elderly of the Muskogee community, Broadway Care Rehabilitation Center is a skilled nursing facility empowering better living through long-term care as well as many other respite care options. And coming soon to Broadway, the Memory Care Unit. At Broadway Care Rehabilitation, the amazing therapy department can help you or your loved one get back on their feet. Contracted with most major insurances, follow them on Facebook and see many of the enriching activities offered to the residents. Broadway Care Rehabilitation Center, proud to support the Muskogee Ruffers.
Have you been injured as the result of a car accident? Has your family been impacted by the death of a loved one caused by someone else's negligence? Whatever you're dealing with, you don't have to face it alone. At 222 Injury Lawyers, our dedicated personal injury attorneys are here to fight for the justice and compensation you deserve. Call 918-528-0222.
In times of need, it's comforting to see faces of people you know and trust. Cornerstone Funeral Home in Muskogee cherishes the opportunity to be there for you and your family in life's most challenging times when friends are most important. Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory welcomes the opportunity to answer any questions regarding planning and pre-arrangements for you and your loved ones. Experience the difference. Cornerstone Funeral Home, 1830 North York in Muskogee, where you'll find faces you know and reputations you trust.
Back at Ruffer Village here at halftime. Each week here at the halftime break, we give you a chance to meet this week's TTCU Teacher of the Game. And it's time to recognize this week's TTCU Federal Credit Union Teacher of the Game, Miss Terry Brose. Part of the Foundation of Excellence at Muskogee High School, Mrs. Brose is a 33-year veteran of the classroom, all as part of Ruffer Nation. This year, she teaches AP Chemistry along with leadership classes, as well as serving as sponsor for the Student Leadership Council, and continues to be the sponsor for the annual Junior-Senior Prom at the high school. She shares her love of education and time in the classroom also by teaching classes in the evening at Tulsa Community College, where she's done that for the last 19 years. A graduate of Vian High School, Mrs. Brose is all in when it comes to her love for Muskogee Public Schools and the daily opportunity to develop relationships with the students she affectionately calls my Ruffers. Teaching is more than just a subject matter for her. It's all about helping students develop interpersonal life skills. In 2010, a senior class sponsor at the time, Ms. Brose and the students at Muskogee High School initiated the idea of changing the access road in front of the school to Ruffer Road. But it would take a 15-year continued endeavor on the part of Brose and students here at MHS before that 1 mile stretch will be officially named as Ruffer Road. It's a 1 mile stretch stretching from York Street to the west to Country Club on the east. The final approval coming earlier this year from the Muskogee City Council with the stamp of approval from the Muskogee Board of Education. That celebration and unveiling of Ruffer Road, the street signs, occurred this past Monday just in time for this week's homecoming Ruffer Road Trip celebration. Mrs. Brose and her husband Mark have 2 children, Jill Compton and her son Clayne Brose. They have 4 grands who affectionately refer to this week's Teacher of the Week as Honey. Charlie and Kinley attend Sadler Arts Academy, while the 2 young ones, Jasper and Oliver, wait their time to become Muskogee Ruffers.
Hi, Ruffer Nation. Nice to be here. My name is Terry Brose, and I've been a teacher here at the Muskogee High School for 33 years. And the best thing about Ruffer Nation are the Ruffers.
Join us in congratulating this week's TTCU Federal Credit Union Teacher of the Game, Terry Brose. She's now a candidate, along with the other 4 previous winners, to be this year's TTCU Ruffer Football Teacher of the Year. Those honors will be announced during the final game of the regular season on November 8th here at Ruffer Village. At halftime, Muskogee with a comfortable first-half advantage, 50-0 over the visiting Patriots of Putnam City West. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. Nick Antrim will be back with a recap of all the statistics, which are, as the score, very lopsided. Back after this timeout on Ruffer Football 2025.
A super time to buy September savings at J. Hodge Chevrolet in Muskogee. Buy a new Silverado 1500, take $10,000 off MSRP. Shop over 60 used from $16,965. September savings top the list. Don't overpay. Come see Jay. New Silverado, 10 grand off. Over 60 used from $16,965. Then J. Hodge Chevrolet in Muskogee. 144 West Shawnee.
Ugh, my brother and sister left me again. They went back to school. Can you believe that?
But don't worry, they still call me every morning, thanks to their brand new phones from Bravado Wireless.
My sister even dropped hers in the pool, but Bravado's trade-in help has her covered. And my brother, he's flexing with the new iPhone 16 Pro Max. Like, how cool is that? Mom and Dad got deals too. Bravado's unlimited plan saved the whole family money.
Pioneer Abstract, proudly serving residential and commercial customers throughout Muskogee County since 1905. Serving banks, mortgage companies, and mortgage brokers with refinancing, purchase, 1031 tax-deferred exchanges, along with full escrow services and more. Pioneer Abstract offers the convenience of centralized services for escrow accounts, title insurance, and title searches. Pioneer Abstract, here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow at 412 West Broadway in downtown Muskogee, or call Pioneer Abstract at 683-2904.
Brunt's Barbecue serves up hand-rubbed, slow-cooked goodness. Anytime you're feeding a few hundred, hey, we're just tailgating with friends. Call the experts, Brunt's Barbecue. Ribs, brisket, burnt ends, mouth-watering hot link, and smoked chicken, where everything is made from scratch, from the barbecue sauce to the banana pudding. Give us a try, and you won't be disappointed. Brunt's Barbecue, 918-681-3900. Brunt's Barbecue, slow-cooked goodness in Muskogee.
Nick Hampton, Bill Huddleston back with you here at Ruffer Village. It's halftime, and the Muskogee Ruffers leading the Putnam City West Patriots by a score of 50-0, as the game has kind of unfolded pretty much, at least as we had expected it would. The Patriots come in with their lead quarterback hurt when street closed tonight. Their second-string quarterback played about half a dozen plays and got hurt, and so they have been on their third quarterback of the game for the most part tonight, and the statistics will show that as we look at the numbers in this first half of action. For the Ruffers, they had 8 first downs in the first half, 10 rushes for 56 yards, mostly an air game tonight for Muskogee. Cason Delgado, 10 of 14 with 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions tonight for 206 yards. So the Ruffers with 262 yards in total offense. They haven't lost a fumble. They've been penalized 4 times for 30 yards. Maurice Chaplin, the leading ball carrier tonight, 9 carries for 42 yards. And Jamie Beasley, the leading receiver, 4 receptions for 66 yards and a touchdown. For the Putnam City West Patriots, they had not a 1 first down in the game tonight. They have rushed the ball 22 times for a minus 52 yards, so they have a minus 52 yards of total offense here at halftime. They've lost 2 fumbles. One of those resulted in a touchdown. They've been penalized 3 times for 18 yards in the game. And their leading rusher, I guess if you could call him that tonight, is Garcia, who is the third quarterback, as we mentioned, after everybody else got hurt, Emmanuel Adkins Garcia. He has 8 carries for a minus 6 yards tonight. So minus 52 yards in terms of the offense tonight for the Putnam City West Patriots. Looking at some of the other scores in District 6A22 tonight, Ponca City leading Putnam City North 35-21. Sapulpa ahead of next week's opponent for the Ruffers, Bartlesville, 21-7. Sand Springs having no problems with Choctaw tonight, 49-0. And in the other district, bit of a surprise, Choctaw and Putnam City are tied at 14 all. That game is at halftime. Owasso in 6A1 leading Union tonight by a score of 14-9 in some of the games.
Down on the field tonight here at Ruffer Village, the Ruffer Regiment, who had a very nice outing last week in competition, performing before the homecoming crowd. Let's keep the cameras wide angle, pick up some of the sounds of the Ruffer Regiment. A very boisterous round of applause for the Ruffer Regiment performing tonight here in front of the homecoming crowd. And Nick, this is a group that just continues to get better week by week, year by year.
They do. They are. Their first couple of outings, they did well. They're looking to do a little bit better. And they still have some competitions left to go before the competition season is finished.
Earlier today, we talked about the downtown homecoming parade and a big crowd downtown for the noon start. There was a lineup of automobiles carrying all the many different homecoming attendants representing the various student organizations here at Muskogee High School. And the Muskogee Homecoming Parade had some award winners. The best homecoming storefront goes to Muskogee Abstract. The best commercial float to the City of Muskogee. The best school float to Sadler Arts Academy. And the best overall, the Early Childhood Center. Congratulations to all the winners, and a big thank you to everyone who made this year's parade so memorable. I would have to say that perhaps the most entertaining part of the parade, Nick, was seeing the superintendent of schools, Dr. Jared Mendenhall, in his green and white striped overalls.
I must have missed that one.
Well, the stripes on his legs made him look like he was the stick man at the state fair. I mean, he looked like he was about 8 foot tall. And he's done a good job continuing to be a part of everything that goes on within the Muskogee Public Schools. Let's continue with more from the Ruffer Regiment here at halftime.
Oh no! The Oompa Loompas are eating the lollipops again! They always make such a mess, and they never listen whenever they eat this much sugar. They even made a song! Let's just listen to it.
Those of you listening on our radio partner, Okie Country 101.7 KTFX, that was the musical ensemble of the Big Bass Tubas. Here's a part of halftime.
The day has been saved. Those darn Oompa Loompas are always getting into the sweets. Now, hold your breath. Make a wish and count to 3. And remember, it's not what's in the chocolate that makes it sweet. It's the friends we share it with.
The Ruffer Regiment entertaining the crowd tonight here at Ruffer Village, where on this home side it has been jam-packed. And the Ruffers have jam-packed the scoreboard through the first 2 quarters of play by the count of 50-0. Here's number 1 song on the charts here in Ruffer Nation. Nick, you could tell from the reaction of the crowd, they liked the musicians' performance here at halftime, and they rewarded them appropriately as the Ruffer fight song was played. Everyone on their feet with their hands going together, making quite a spirit-filled noise.
So let's take a look at some other scores. We went through a few. We'll repeat the ones in our district that are important. We had Ponca City leading Putnam City North 35-21. Sapulpa's ahead of Bartlesville, who will play next week, 21-7. Sand Springs over the Capitol Hill tonight, 49-0. No big problem there as expected. Some other games tonight in Class 5A, maybe a bit of a surprise. Shawnee leading Booker T. Washington 7-0 at halftime in that game. Pryor ahead of Tahlequah 23-6. Big battle in the southeast. Ada and Poto battling tonight, both ranked in the top 10. Ada leading that game 28-21. Fort Gibson having no problems tonight with Oologah 35-0. Wagner ahead of Miami 14-7. And Hilldale on top of Glenpool tonight 21-7.
Halftime score here at Ruffer Village. Muskogee has had their cake and they've ate it too. 50-0, the halftime break. Back to the Village after this 3-minute timeout. You're watching and listening to Muskogee Ruffer football in 2025.
In sports, having the right winning strategy is often the difference between winning and losing. The same is true when you need legal representation. For more than 15 years, the law offices of Michael E. Finnerty have successfully provided the winning strategy with excellence and integrity for the people of the Muskogee area in matters of personal injury, social security disability, and workers' compensation issues. The law office, Muskogee trusts Michael A. Finnerty, ready to develop a winning strategy. Michael A. Finnerty, 436 Court Street in Muskogee. Call 687-1155. Online at finnertylaw.com.
Pain is temporary, pride is forever. At Excel Therapy, we want to be your athlete's advocate for excellence. We offer treatment methods that focus on strengthening muscles and improving flexibility to improve your overall performance. And when injury sets in, Excel Therapy can aid in the recovery process. We know it's important to get back in the game, so trust the comeback experts, Excel Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. With 16 locations and no physician referral required, you can begin healing today. Look for us online at exceltherapyok.com.
Folks, Kyle Edwards, GMC in Muskogee. I was born and raised in Muskogee. Our family has owned the GMC dealership for over 50 years. We take great pride in being in the Muskogee community. Things have changed over the years, but one thing remains the same, our desire to take care of our customers. Looking for a new GMC truck or SUV? We've got them, and you have our commitment to give you the best buying experience around. From sales, parts, or service, we are here for you. You have my promise to give you the best selection, best price, and the most for your trade-in at 1600 North Main in Muskogee or KyleEdwardsGMC.com.
The world of education is driven by numbers. So is the one company more schools and universities call on when fire or water damage strikes. 1-800-SERVPRO. The #1 choice in commercial cleanup and restoration.
When it matters most. The name to remember? ServPro of Muskogee. 918-913-4490. Online at servpro.com.
There's never been a better time to find a great deal on a sedan, truck, or crossover at Nissan of Muskogee. Call 918-683-6605 or go to nissanofmuskogee.com. There's never been a better time to find a great deal on a sedan, truck, or crossover at Nissan of Muskogee. Call 918-683-6605 or go to nissanofmuskogee.com.
Proudly serving the elderly of the Muskogee community, Broadway Care Rehabilitation Center is a skilled nursing facility empowering better living through long-term care as well as many other respite care options. And coming soon to Broadway, the Memory Care Unit. At Broadway Care Rehabilitation, the amazing therapy department can help you or your loved one get back on their feet. Contracted with most major insurances, follow them on Facebook and see many of the enriching activities offered to the residents. Broadway Care Rehabilitation Center, proud to support the Muskogee Ruffers.
Have you been injured as the result of a car accident? Has your family been impacted by the death of a loved one caused by someone else's negligence? Whatever you're dealing with, you don't have to face it alone. At 222 Injury Lawyers, our dedicated personal injury attorneys are here to fight for the justice and compensation you deserve. Call 918-528-0222.
Welcome back to Ruffer Village. The first 24 minutes of action, the Muskogee Ruffers scored through the air, scored on the ground, scored by a pass interception, a fumble recovery, and a kick return. Nick, I don't know if there's many more ways you could score unless you let Dale Condit carry the ball.
Did you say safety?
Oh, yeah, I forgot that one.
Safety, yeah, just almost. They didn't kick a field goal. That's the only thing they didn't do.
Well, that safety, let's give that to Anthony Macnack. He's the guy.
He's the guy.
He's the guy that likes the sacks, and his defense has had plenty of those here in the first half for sure. So it's been all Ruffers here in the opening two quarters, and go through those district scores again. I don't think there's much to be surprised.
No, there wasn't very much there that was surprising at all. Pull them out here again. Sapulpa ahead of Bartlesville 21-7. Sand Springs trouncing Capitol Hill 49-0. And Putnam City, or Ponca City, leading Putnam City North 35-21. Those are the scores in our district.
Muskogee had the ball to begin the first half, so they'll kick off here to begin the final two quarters of play on this homecoming night, 2025. And congratulations to all of those who participated and all the various organizations who put the time and an effort to make this homecoming week a true celebration, including the official unveiling of the signs in front of the school along that 1 mile stretch, now officially known as Ruffer Road.
It's been called that for years, but it was nice to get it officially designated as such this week.
Zevelin Ballalong on to kick off here to begin the second half. He will approach with a little stutter step and drive a boot down the field. It'll bounce and roll untouched into the end zone. So Putnam City West will start their first offensive series here in the third from their own 20-yard line.
See if they can find any kind of way to get into the positive column. They start this second half 50 yards in the hole in terms of offense so far.
It takes a whole lot of luck and a season-free injury situation when you're trying to restructure a program, as Ricky Bell is doing, the third head football coach at PC West in the last 4 years.
So Garcia is still a quarterback, and Hutchinson's the running back behind him.
For those just checking in, Ajon Robinson was the starting quarterback tonight. He's actually the backup to Jansen James, who was injured and on street clothes on the sideline. Robinson was injured in the first half, so since then it has been either Obama Bell or now Emmanuel Atkins Garcia.
And nothing happened in there as they handed it off to Hutchinson, and he just flattened.
And loses yardage back upfield to the 17. So a loss of 3 on first down. Hometown crowd enjoying the festivities of all the
injured player there.
Celebration. The Patriots again have a player down on the turf. So while they do that, let's take a break. Let you see who helps make Ruffer football possible in 2025 on Ruffer TV.
In times of need, it's comforting to see faces of people you know and trust. Cornerstone Funeral Home in Muskogee cherishes the opportunity to be there for you and your family in life's most challenging times when friends are most important. Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory welcomes the opportunity to answer any questions regarding planning and pre-arrangements for you and your loved ones. Experience the difference. Cornerstone Funeral Home, 1830 North York in Muskogee, where you'll find faces you know and reputations you trust.
The injured player for the Putnam City West Patriots able to hop up and get off the field under his own power.
We'll have a running clock here in the second half, so that will speed things up a little bit.
Patriots in the white jerseys with the blue numerals, blue pants. Ruffers in the green jerseys with the white pants and the dark green helmets with the numbers on the side. Adkins Garcia at the quarterback spot. Drops back, throws his first pass of the night. This one a little bit too long and too wide. Actually, that was not Garcia.
I think that was Bell, I think.
It was.
Yeah.
Pass was intended for
right.
Adkins Garcia, incomplete. So the third down situation results after the incomplete forward pass.
First pass of the night for the Patriots. And it'll be 3rd down and 14. Clock continuing to run as we near the 10-minute mark to play here in the 3rd quarter. Patriots still looking a little confused. Play clock now down inside 10 as they're still trying to get set.
Trying to get everybody in the right spot at the right time.
Well, they reset the play clock for some reason.
Players pointing to the numbers on their wristbands, trying to get the right call. Snap is back, handed off in traffic. They'll dart back upfield for a couple of yard gain as Dupree handing off to another one of his teammates.
Don't think that wasn't Hutchinson. He gets up to the 18, so gets 2 yards gain, and it'll be kicking time again for the Patriots.
4th and 12. Guy who's had a challenging night as well, Victor Melendez. The Ruffers will put one man back deep this time. That'll be Demarion Berryman to return should the kick be far enough downfield he can do so. Patriots going to have to hustle, though.
Well, they keep resetting the game clock for some reason. I'm not quite sure why we're doing that. Play clock got down to about 3, and then they reset it to 25.
Snap is high. Melendez this time just able to knuckle one past the charging defense of the Ruffers special teams. It'll hit at about the 30 and wobble forward up to the 34. So the first offensive series here in the second half, Muskogee will start deep in Patriot territory.
And let's see what the Ruffers are going to deploy here. I wouldn't be surprised to see Stylen McHenry come out play quarterback now. We'll see.
Clock continuing to run. We're already down to the 8:15 mark and counting here in quarter number 3. It will be McHenry who will direct the offense. The Ruffers will also have a second unit running back in the backfield.
Jonathan Adams is the running back.
Nunu James is out far to the right side as McHenry will stand tall and overlook the Patriots defense. Stylen straight drop back, standing at about the 45, throws it short underneath, caught in open space with the football, and the carry goes all the way inside the 25 down to about the 23.
McNack makes the grab.
That's McNack Jr. Anthony McNack Jr., 6'2", 185-pound junior with that catch. That goes from the 34 to the 23. 11-yard pickup was good enough for a Kyle Edwards GMC. First down and 10. McNack along with teammates out to the far right side. Motion in front of the formation. They're in the little jet sweep trying to get to the corner.
It's Berryman carrying.
Berryman just that time never could turn upfield.
Never got his shoulders turned.
Yeah, tried to stretch it, and he actually going to lose yardage. It's a rare situation for Muskogee tonight, Nick. There was a flag thrown on the play. Now they're going to pick it up.
Loss is back to the 26 or 25. Yeah. Yep. 24. Yeah, 25. All right.
So a 2-yard loss on first down, 2nd and 12. The clock's still running here in the third quarter. Ruffers put up 50 in the first 24 minutes of action.
2nd and 12.
McNack will be the lone receiver to the short side right. Twins come outside on the hash and the numbers to the left. Stylen McHenry will wait on the numbers high snap. He'll stand strong, throw it quickly to McNack, who's behind everybody, and it's a cakewalk into the end zone for Junior. McHenry to McNack, the Big Mac attack, and the Ruffers score on the 25-yard touchdown pass.
Pretty easy pickings there as McNack had the angle and he got in behind the receiver about 3 or 4 yards, and it was an easy pitch and catch.
Well, the touchdown was called by the PA announcer, Marquise Chaplin, so hopefully we still got it right. 5:45 left here in the third. Ruffers taking advantage of the short field and 3 plays for the 36-yard strike. Ball along waits. Referee's whistle sounds. We're ready for play. The kick is the bubble snap. Ball along trying to scoop it up and keep it alive, and this PAT attempt will go awry. So 6 on the board makes it 56-0. 5:15 and counting left to go here in the third. Back to Ruffer Village after this 30-second timeout on Ruffer Football 2025.
This land was a tapestry of Indian nations and tiny towns that grew into great cities. Bank First is loyal to the shared mission of growth and success that built Oklahoma. That's why in more than 50 communities statewide, our banks are run by local leaders who stick together and work hard to continue unlocking Oklahoma's great promise. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Correction now with number 6, Anthony Magnac Jr. on the touchdown.
Bill Uddleston, Nick Hampton back during that timeout. We were kind of wondering if we'd made the right call, Nick, and indeed it was the Big Mac attack, styling McHenry to Anthony Magnac Jr. for the touchdown.
So Ballalong will right leg it down once again.
He'll just knuckle this one off the side. It's off the fingertips of the ball carrier, and it's over near the boundary, and it's going to be wrapped up and slammed to the turf inside the 15.
I think he stepped out of bounds before he was hit, so it's around the 13, it looks like, is where they're going to spot it.
See where they'll spot the football. The clock just continuing to run as we've gone to the running clock here in the second half after the 50-0 posting of the opening 2 quarters.
First and 10,
Patriots will start from their own 14-yard line. Nick, I don't think they've had but maybe 1, possibly 2 series that have started anywhere outside the 20.
I think that's right.
See who will continue at the quarterback spot. Again, it will be for the Patriots, Emmanuel Atkins Garcia.
Hutchinson's the running back.
Slot back will be Braylon Anderson. First and 10. Now they shift another back.
That's Bell. Or no,
that is
Weaver.
Trying to get to the corner, and he might have got there, but then the flag comes in late on the play. Going to be a loss of a yard back to the 14 if the penalty does not reward one team or another even further. Face mask against the Ruffers defensively, so that'll be a fresh 15-yard walk-off and bring with it a 1st and 10 for the Patriots.
5th penalty against Muskogee tonight for 45 yards.
Ruffers here tonight for just the 2nd time in the 2025 campaign, playing 4 their final 6 games, though, Nick, here at Ruffer Village after a road trip to Bartlesville next week. It'll be back-to-back appearances in front of the home crowd. Capitol Hill and Sand Springs. Garcia takes the snap, hands off, ball carrier slips through the first wave of green and wiggles his way upfield across the 30 and out to about the 34-yard line. That's J.T. Anderson.
5 yards, one of the longer runs of the night for the Patriots.
From the 29 to the 34, but it's still the 5-yard pickup. Now the timeout is taken on the field by Putnam City West. We'll take a break and return. Nope, I guess they're going to keep it here. I thought we were going to see a timeout taken, but the referee says now start the clock, so we'll stay here. Don't forget, fall changes in weather coming soon. That means leaves will fall. That means holidays aren't too far in the future, less than 95 days till Christmas.
Wow.
So start thinking about putting up the holiday lights. I'm not going to do it, but I would encourage you to check it out on Facebook. Antonio Zapata and his team at Zapata Lawn and Tree Service. Not only can they take care of the lawns during the summertime, they can trim up the trees, they can get rid of the leaves, and they can put up your holiday display. Check them out on Facebook for more details. Zapata Lawn and Tree Service. Mi amigo.
All right.
2nd and 5 now. Garcia takes the handoff, waits, and tries to hand it off, and he does so to Braylon Anderson.
3 guys standing back there just kind of bunched up, and it was kind of like, I don't want it.
Ball will fall back from the 35 to the 32. It'll be a loss of 3 on the play. The Patriots will be looking at a 3rd down and 7, having to reach the 39 for the first down marker. We're down to the 35-second marker with this running clock here in quarter number 3. Going to speed up our wrap-up here tonight for sure. In Garcia, going to look quick pitch, darting back upfield. Braylon Anderson, the ball carrier this trip. He'll get outfield to the 36. He needed 7. He got 3, and it'll be 4th down and 4. Ruffer's running a lot of new bodies out there, Nick, defensively.
Patriots aren't showing punt at this point.
One of the clean jerseys is Camonte Davis. He'll be on that outside edge at an in spot.
Time run out.
The clock runs out here in the 3rd. So 12 minutes remain tonight here at Ruffer Village. It's 56-0 Muskogee Ruffers. We're back after this 30-second timeout of Ruffer football.
Ugh, my brother and sister left me again. They went back to school. Can you believe that?
But don't worry, they still call me every morning, thanks to their brand new phones from Bravado Wireless.
My sister even dropped hers in the pool, but Bravado's trade-in help has her covered.
And my brother, he's flexing with the new iPhone 16 Pro Max.
Like, how cool is that? Mom and Dad got deals too. Bravado's unlimited plan saved the whole family money.
Back at Ruffer Village, ready to go for the final 12 minutes of action. Muskogee put together a well-carried-out game plan in the opening 2 quarters of play, Nick. Putting up 50 points, scoring virtually every way you could imagine. And then added 6 more in that race through the 3rd quarter, 12-minute period.
And the Putnam City West Patriots have just continued to not be able to find their way at all tonight.
And on a 4th and 3 situation, Ricky Bell says we're going to go for it. Handing off. Anderson trying to find a crease to get upfield. Can't do so. He'll get to the 36, and it'll be no gain, and the ball will go over on downs to Muskogee. Well, in a 56-0 situation, Nick, you're just perhaps looking to find something to be happy about on the 2+ hour road trip back to the OKC metro area. Putnam City West over on the west side of the metropolitan area of Oklahoma City. Part of a 3 high school district. Putnam City Original, of course, who's in action tonight against formidable fall. I can't remember who. Is that? They're playing Choctaw?
Yep.
And then Putnam City North also in the same district with the Ruffers and the Patriots. So 1st and 10 for Muskogee from the Patriots 36. Donna McHenry will take the snap. He'll hand it off to his brethren, who will get back to the line of scrimmage. That on the carry for the Ruffers is Jonathan Adams. Adams, a 5'9", 165-pound junior, getting some touches here tonight. Ruffers here tonight on the road to Bartlesville next Friday. 2 receivers going out to the far left is Billy Williams and Demarion Berryman. McHenry will work from the shotgun. They'll hand off up the middle, and there's not a lot of them. It's actually not McHenry this time, Nick, as Adams takes the handoff. As in at quarterback now is Lathias Jones.
It's down to the 25.
Goes all the way to the 25-yard line, more than enough for a Kyle Edwards GMC Ruffer first down. This time Ruffers will put pair of receivers to the wide side right. Jones at quarterback, rifles his hands forward, hands it off to his teammate, which again this time is Jonathan Adams. He'll struggle but get back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. The Ruffers will have a second or make it 3rd and 10.
9.5 minutes left to play in the game.
Second and 10, excuse me. I'll get the down marker right.
Ruffers just kind of taking their time here.
Try to look across that offensive line, Nick, see what other numbers we can see out there for Muskogee. One big one out there is Deacon Langrick. Handoff going to Adams, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. He'll drag a would-be tackler upfield for a yard or two pickup. Jace Lee, the middle linebacker, making the stop. So it'll be 3rd down and 9. Jordan Hanlon also in an offensive lineman's position. Now checking into the offensive.
Cruz Delgado checks in.
This young man's got a little grit in his belly, and he can fly. He's got a lot of speed. As Lathias Jones will come in with the play from the sideline. 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Play clock running down on the Ruffers. Now they reset it.
Reset it. You got a running clock, Nick. I guess maybe that kind of goes along with it.
Guess so.
Jones will call for the snap. He'll wait, swing it out in space. This is Delgado, but he's corralled quickly by the coverage of the Patriots. And the young freshman Delgado, the younger brother of the Ruffer starting quarterback, will lose a yard on the play. Where it'll be 4th down and now 10 yards to go. Become more like a junior varsity encounter.
Mm-hmm. And the Ruffers will go for it here inside the 30 of the opponents.
Right tackle there on the far side. Big number 73, Kaysen Cunningham, 6'5", 270-pound sophomore. In on the offensive line. Jones going to swing it out in space. Caught by Delgado, trying to get to the edge. Gets to the corner, and that's going to be a face mask. But Delgado doesn't go down. He continues to show his determined effort. He'll spin out of that grabbing of the face mask and fight for yardage and go all the way down to about the 10-yard line, which is more than enough. It's a 15-yard pickup for a Kyle Edwards GMC Ruffer, 1st and 10, and then the flag would be tacked on to the end of that one and take it half the distance to the goal line. It'll be 1st and 5. Shows you the toughness of the younger Delgado.
So 1st and goal for the Ruffers at the Patriot 5 after a nice run. Nice pass, too, by Jones to Delgado.
In your newspaper article, it was Kaysen that credited Cruz for getting him interested in playing football after being a wrestler earlier in his life. Handoff inside. Ball carried for the Ruffers, met at the line of scrimmage, and then just gets pushed backwards by the West defensive group. Curtis Taylor, one of the first guys in on the contact.
No gain, 2nd and goal.
6.5 minutes left in the clock, freewheeling here in the 4th quarter. With Muskogee holding to a 56-0 advantage. Patriots have not scored a single point, Nick, since week number 1. Ruffer's trying to add another second-half score here. Lathias Jones will take the handoff. He'll roll to his right. Going to throw one toward the corner of the end zone, and it's just a bit tall and long.
Pass incomplete. That's going to bring the Ruffers to 3rd down.
That'll bring up a 3rd down situation. It was Demarion Berryman, the targeted receiver for Jones on that throw.
So the Ruffers trying to hammer one in here for the backups, give them a little glory tonight.
Caben Gandy checking in for the Ruffers in that formation. He'll line up as the slot back to the left side. Jones going to stand in the pocket. Wait, going to throw to the end zone, looking for a target, but it's again a bit long. Had a wide receiver over in the end zone. Again, trying to go to Berryman. And Lathias Jones will face now a 4th and goal from the 5.
Well, they could put Ballalong in and kick a field goal, and then they have, in baseball you hit for the cycle. I guess this would be hitting for the cycle in football pretty much if they did that.
Well, yeah, you could look at it that way, but I'd like to see the young sophomore quarterback engineer a scoring drive here. Wide receiver out on the boundary to the right. Jones going to take it. Has protection. Now he scrambles, looking to run or throw. Tucks it underarm. He'll keep it. And again, he's going to be grabbed by the face mask, and there's going to be a penalty flag tossed.
And that's a costly one for the Patriots because they had the Ruffers stopped.
Yeah, they did, and it was 4th down.
Yep.
And Jones had no room to run. Mason Fine out having a word or two of conversation with his sophomore quarterback. Really like the energy of the Ruffers offensive coordinator, Mason Fine. Of course, he was an extremely talented high school player. He still holds the all-time Oklahoma records for career and single-season passing yardage. He's also had a stellar career at the University of North Texas, where he will be inducted later this year into the Mean Green Hall of Fame. 1st and goal to go from the 3. Jones going to hand it off up the middle, running over a ball, carried into the end zone. Ruffers get the touchdown.
Adams with a carry and in for the score.
Jonathan Adams capitalizing that drive. And the Ruffers hang another 6 points to the ledger, making it 62-0.
Adams had some nice runs in that drive for the Ruffers.
I think we're going to see who's on to kick. That's not Ballalong. Ruffers will try the PAT. It's a bubble snap. The kick is up, and it is good. On the kick that time for Muskogee.
So they had Holt.
Hayden Von Holt.
Or Von Holt, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Making it a 63-0 encounter tonight here at Ruffer Village with 2:55 and the clock continued to run on this running clock situation here in the second half. Muskogee Ruffers will improve to 2-3, but more importantly, 2-0 in league play. It's too early to think about eating again, Nick.
Yes, it is.
Because if I was wanting to go find something to eat after the game, I wish I could get the crew at My Place Barbecue West to open up for a post-game party. I could stand a barbecue sandwich, a big heaping scoop of that homemade cobbler. You got a favorite kind of cobbler you like?
I like peach cobbler myself.
They got some good stuff at My Place. I also like the homemade blackberry cobbler with a big heaping scoop of that vanilla ice cream. Make your place my place. My Place Barbecue West. Once again, a proud partner of Ruffer football here in 2025.
Theus Jones will kick off here for the Ruffers.
He'll knuckle it upfield. And on a diving catch, the ball picked up at about the 38-yard line by the Patriots. Guy making that grab for the blue and white is Jalen Wright.
Inside 2 minutes to play in the game with the clock running.
So barring turnover, this will probably be the last chance for the Ruffers to defend.
Same setup for the Patriots.
Personnel-wise.
Garcia is a quarterback and Hutchinson the running back.
One wide receiver out to the far boundary. Ruffers had left him uncovered momentarily, but finally shift people over into position. The handoff will go in traffic, and there's just no room to run. Ruffers got into the pathway. Good effort that time from one of the fresh faces out there, Lorenzo Henry, the 6'4", 255-pound junior. Nick, I'm telling you, this is still a young football team for the Ruffers this season. But there are some very talented players in that 8th and 9th grade level that are going to give Dale Condit a chance to continue the winning ways of Muskogee Ruffer football even beyond this year.
This will probably be the last play of the game. The Patriots will have to snap it. 25 and counting left to play in the game.
Adkins Garcia again going to hand off to the ball carrier, J.T. Hutchison. He'll run straight up to about the 45-yard line, and we're down to the final 10 beats of the Ruffer clock here at Ruffer Village. A big crowd on hand on this Friday night, week number 5, and a successful effort by the men wearing the green and white as the Muskogee Ruffers take care of their business offensively, defensively, and with special teams and secure the shutout by the final count of 63-0. Muskogee defeating Putnam City West in front of the homecoming crowd here at the Village. Stay tuned. Our wrap-up show continues from Ruffer Village, but first, this 3-minute timeout on Ruffer Football 2025.
My brother and sister
morning, thanks to their brand new phones from Bravado Wireless.
My sister even dropped hers in the pool, but Bravado's trade-in help has her covered.
And my brother, he's flexing with the new iPhone 16 Pro Max. Like, how cool is that?
Mom and Dad got deals too. Bravado's unlimited plan saved the whole family money.
Pioneer Abstract, proudly serving residential and commercial customers throughout Muskogee County since 1905, serving banks, mortgage companies, and mortgage brokers with refinancing, purchase, 1031 tax-deferred exchanges, along with full escrow services and more. Pioneer Abstract offers the convenience of centralized services for escrow accounts, title insurance, and title searches. Pioneer Abstract, here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow at 412 West Broadway in downtown Muskogee, or call Pioneer Abstract at 683-2904.
Brunt's Barbecue serves up hand-rubbed, slow-cooked goodness. Anytime you're feeding a few hundred, hey, we're just tailgating with friends. Call the experts, Brunt's Barbecue. Ribs, brisket, burnt ends, mouth-watering hot link, and smoked chicken, where everything is made from scratch, from the barbecue sauce to the banana pudding. Give us a try, and you won't be disappointed. Brunt's Barbecue, 918-681-3900. Brunt's Barbecue, slow-cooked goodness in Muskogee.
In sports, having the right winning strategy is often the difference between winning and losing. The same is true when you need legal representation. For more than 15 years, the law offices of Michael E. Finnerty have successfully provided the winning strategy with excellence and integrity for the people of the Muskogee area in matters of personal injury, social security disability, and workers' compensation issues. The law office, Muskogee trusts Michael A. Finnerty, ready to develop a winning strategy. Michael A. Finnerty, 436 Court Street in Muskogee. Call 687-1155. Online at finnertylaw.com.
Pain is temporary, pride is forever. At Excel Therapy, we want to be your athlete's advocate for excellence. We offer treatment methods that focus on strengthening muscles and improving flexibility to improve your overall performance. And when injury sets in, Excel Therapy can aid in the recovery process. We know it's important to get back in the game, so trust the comeback experts, Excel Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. With 16 locations and no physician referral required, you can begin healing today. Look for us online at exceltherapyok.com.
Folks, Kyle Edwards, GMC in Muskogee. I was born and raised in Muskogee. Our family has owned the GMC dealership for over 50 years. We take great pride in being in the Muskogee community. Things have changed over the years, but one thing remains the same, our desire to take care of our customers. Looking for a new GMC truck or SUV? We've got them, and you have our commitment to give you the best buying experience around. From sales, parts, or service, we are here for you. You have my promise to give you the best selection, best price, and the most for your trade-in at 1600 North Main in Muskogee or KyleEdwardsGMC.com.
Welcome back on Ruffer Football 2025 to Ruffer Village, where it's been a homecoming party. Anybody and everybody that wanted to find a way to put points on the scoreboard pretty much did that tonight. Ruffers with defense, with special teams, and with offensive point-producing opportunities, and pick up the 63-0 verdict over the visiting Patriots, who, Nick, for now the fourth game in a row, have remained scoreless.
And had just almost no offense at all. In fact, it had a minus offense tonight in terms of offensive production. A lot of that with the Ruffer defense starring.
Well, certainly the numbers bear true the lopsidedness of the scoreboard at the north end of Ruffer Village.
Ruffers tonight, 16 rushes for 59 yards. They didn't rush too much. Didn't have that many plays in the second half with a running clock. So 16 rushes for 59 yards, 256 yards passing, 14 of 20 amongst the three quarterbacks that played tonight. 3 touchdown passes and 2 interceptions, both by Delgado. So the Ruffers with 315 yards of offense this evening, 5 penalties for 45 yards. They didn't lose any fumbles. And the leading ball carrier tonight, Maurice Chaplin, 9 carries for 42 yards, all of that coming in the first half. Also had 3 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 1 through the air. For the Putnam City West Patriots, they rushed the ball 30 times for a minus 41 yards. They passed only 1 time the whole game, and it was incomplete. So they had minus 41 yards, or minus 40 yards in offense this evening. Oh, I'm sorry, minus 41 yards in total offense tonight. They fumbled the ball twice, one of those resulting in a touchdown. And one of them actually, you count 3 because they fumbled and had the safety. So in any event, then they had 4 penalties for 23 yards. So a minus 41 yards in offense for Putnam City West this evening. Ruffers with 3:15.
63-0, the final score. And as we mentioned, it happened pretty much any way possible. And we'll talk about those scoring opportunities, and we'll pick our Buffalo Wild Wings player of the game. But first, this 2-minute timeout. You're listening and watching Ruffer Football in 2025.
The world of education is driven by numbers. So is the one company more schools and universities call on when fire or water damage strikes. 1-800-SERVPRO. The #1 choice in commercial cleanup and restoration.
When it matters most. The name to remember? ServPro of Muskogee. 918-913-4490. Online at servpro.com.
There's never been a better time to find a great deal on a sedan, truck, or crossover at Nissan of Muskogee. Call 918-683-6605 or go to nissanofmuskogee.com. There's never been a better time to find a great deal on a sedan, truck, or crossover at Nissan of Muskogee. Call 918-683-6605 or go to nissanofmuskogee.com.
Proudly serving the elderly of the Muskogee community, Broadway Care Rehabilitation Center is a skilled nursing facility empowering better living through long-term care as well as many other respite care options. And coming soon to Broadway, the Memory Care Unit. At Broadway Care Rehabilitation, the amazing therapy department can help you or your loved one get back on their feet. Contracted with most major insurances, follow them on Facebook and see many of the enriching activities offered to the residents. Broadway Care Rehabilitation Center, proud to support the Muskogee Ruffers.
Have you been injured as the result of a car accident? Has your family been impacted by the death of a loved one caused by someone else's negligence? Whatever you're dealing with, you don't have to face it alone. At 222 Injury Lawyers, our dedicated personal injury attorneys are here to fight for the justice and compensation you deserve. Call 918-528-0222.
Back at Ruffer Village, the post-game parties continuing. Not only here, but around the community, Nick. A big contingent of the class of 2005 in attendance, along with several other alumni on this Friday night, and their football team, the Muskogee Ruffers, along with the Ruffer Regiment, put on a night to remember with a 63-0 victory.
Big parade earlier today to kind of kick it all off. So just a big day for the Ruffers tonight as they win at 63-0. I know you've got some scores. We've seen just about everybody winning around the district that was favored this evening. Locally, Fort Gibson with an easy victory. Hilldale is atop by a couple of touchdowns in their game with Glenpool.
Other games within the District 6A2, District number 2, Ponca City holding to a 47-35 second half advantage over Putnam City North. The Ruffers' next week opponent, Bartlesville Bruins, trailing Sapulpa late in the third, 27-14. Sand Springs with an easy win like the Ruffers, 70-0.
So the Ruffers now, we'll talk about the player of the game, the Buffalo Wild Wings player of the game. Excuse me. And you think about some of the players. Cason Delgado had another fine game tonight, as he had 3 touchdowns and had over 200 yards passing.
Let's not forget the interception return by Kenyon Goodson, the fumble recovery scoop and score by Cole McQueen, and I don't know which player it was that made the tackle in the end zone for the 2-point safety. But the guy that I got to give a little tip of the credit because he's just been kind of doing what he's asked to do, and that's the Muskogee Ruffers running back Marquise Chaplin, who tonight scored on runs of 6, 13, and 2 yards. For his 3 touchdowns on the evening to bring him now to a total of 6 rushing touchdowns on the season. And he would be my vote, Nick.
He would, and it's nice because he's been kind of a workman-like guy this year. He hasn't had a big game. He's just been kind of steady. He's had 30, 40, 50 yards maybe each game rushing, getting 4 or 5 yards a carry. So tonight it's nice to see him break out, have 3 touchdowns, end up with enough. He only had 42 yards, but again, he didn't carry it all in the second half. So 42 yards on those 9 carries. almost 5 yards a carry. So just keeping up the good work, keeping that running game honest, and that helps open up the passing game for Delgado.
Well, the way the scores are standing right now after tonight, Sapulpa, Sand Springs, and Muskogee all will be atop the district at 3-0, and the Ruffers will travel to Custer Stadium next Friday night for a 7 o'clock kickoff against the Bartlesville Bruins, who trail Sapulpa with a score 27-14. It's been fun all night long here at the Village. The horn has definitely honked many, many times. The lights flash green and white, and the Ruffers celebrate Homecoming 2025 with an overwhelming 63-0 victory over Putnam City West. For Nick Hampton, I'm Bill Huddleston, and for our Ruffer TV crew, good night from Ruffer Village. In victory and in defeat, anytime it's a great day to be a Muskogee Ruffer. Good night, everybody.